Hello.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Hey, y'all.
Whew, welcome.
Pika, my camera isn't on, so I don't know.
Your camera's on. Let's get on here on the screen, girl.
Oh, okay. You gonna have to.
Yeah, we're gonna get on. Hold on a second, girl. We gotta get on the screen. There
Yes.
we go.
Okay, there we
Yeah,
go.
we're on. I don't know why my camera be looking so my house and stuff. Your house is always so bright. I think I need to change the lighting out. Or maybe I need to get some better, what do you call those things that you have? What's the circle lights you got?
Ring lights.
The ring lights. I got like some, but I don't think it's maybe illumination is bright enough because I be looking so dark and you be looking so bright and illuminated and
Because I just
vibrant.
had the ring light. Because my house, the lighting is not bright, so I have the ring light right here.
I got one right here too.
But
Pointed out.
you look bright though. You look fine.
Oh my end, girl. I look really like dark. Let me clean. I clean my camera and all on the
Dawn,
thing.
can you see us now? She said we can't see y'all.
Who?
Sean, are you able to see us now? If y'all able to see us, let us know so we'll know that y'all can see us.
Yeah, they can see us. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
He said, y'all a miss. Yes, thank you, Sean, for getting on. I know she sent me a message. She was like, look, I ain't going to be able to be on for too long. I forget about the time difference, but thank you for your support and hopping on, any amount of time. And I know you can always go back and rewatch it. So, thank you. We appreciate it.
For
Much
coming
love.
on.
Yes, much love. Yeah, a lot. Thank you. So tonight, we want to thank you all for joining us on the Topeka and Jessica live. So we are here with you all today on this Tuesday. And as we will be every Tuesday, unless if something happens, but we'll be here and we do thank you all. And I know we're touching bases on a very, controversial topic subject, and we're here for it. Don't have my wine, even though I would like some, but I do have some juice, and it's juicy juice, one of my favorites. And this flavor is so good.
And that's what I meant to give me something to drink because,
girl, you're gonna need it. I
know.
I ain't got popcorn, but I got my Hershey bar milk chocolate. I gotta have something, girl. So yeah.
I think I got something over here. My cup is just like water, but yeah.
Water. Okay, you good, girl. I need water because, girl,
it's not. It's like melted ice. It's not nothing that I had in my cup, but it's just I meant to get me a water, put me some water in the freezer and have it ready, but time just flew by.
It did today. I'm like, it's Tuesday. What happened? And I've been going all day. But hey, thankful to be here. So thankful.
Yes.
We've been gearing up for this topic. I'm telling y'all, like, excited. I'm excited. Like, put stuff out there. Everybody excited. Like, dang, it's one of those things. Like, do we date? Do we not date? I don't know.
Right.
I ain't gonna skip over anything because I know we got to do our disclaimer. Jessica, hit the disclaimer. There you go.
It's so silly. So as y'all know, Topeka and Jessica Live is a live that me and my bestie we decided to do just to bring different topics, be transparent, just talk about things that's happening in the world, things that's happening in our lives, and just bringing y'all some tea, not too much tea that's gonna be like just too out there. But anywho. So yeah, so as you know, we are not professionals. Anything that we talk about, we're just like having an open platform to discuss things. And as always, if y'all find it helpful and beneficial, we thank y'all for participating. We thank y'all for joining in, and we thank y'all for input and open discussions. So we are thankful that y'all are here with us tonight. And tonight we are talking about relationships. And like Pika said, it's a hot topic. We're gonna discuss all the things that y'all want to talk about in relationships. We do have some things that people have sent us that they want to talk about in relationships. So we're going to get into it.
We are going to get into it. So yeah, dating. I know we put a thing out there like, who's dating? Is anybody dating nowadays? If they are, what do they call dating? And I know back in the day when we said we were dating, we were like dating exclusively. Now dating, from what I get from our kids and stuff, is not that. Dating is like, hey, like they literally go on a date, but they're not exclusive. So they can date multiple people. Hey, I don't know, like how y'all feel about that. Jace, hold on. Before we get going, hold on, one second. go back to these comments. And again, we try to work on something so that way our guests can kind of like tune in and stuff. And if they want to call in, they can dial in or I don't know, appear or stuff like that. But we're working on that. So if y'all see a way where y'all can like request to join in, let us know. But we are working on that because we want to like hear y'all voice. You know, if you want to, you don't have to. Still text, do whatever you're doing. But we here for it. And we are going to be working on having like different guests on board too, you know, at varying different relationships. Because relationships, everything is a relationship, whether or not you look at it, whether it's your relationship with your kids, with your parents, with your coworkers, you know, again, they're just different types of relationships. So everything is like ships, friendships, relationships, partnerships. I don't know, Jessica, go on with the ships. It's ships, right?
I think you touched it all. Everything everything is a ship, and you have to, part of ships is communication. And I think sometimes in relationships, no matter what it is, it's a breakdown of communication a lot of times.
Yes. And a lot of times people don't know how to communicate. Right. So it's like, and I think again, that's like one of the number one foundations. So we want to go back, you know, we want to have people on here that have been in long relationships to show that, hey, it's possible. You know, if that's what you strive for, you know, go back to where our grandparents, great grandparents, like, man, sitting on the porch in the rocking chair. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, it's possible. It's attainable. But some people may be like, it ain't attainable no more because they want to get on here and go on the speed dates, or they're dating now where I want to go on, we're dating. You dating 10 people.
Well, see, but I don't, if you're not exclusive with someone and you are kind of like weeding out who you want to be like exclusive. I'm not saying like having sex with everybody that you're going on dates with, or, you know, being serious with everybody you're going on dates with. But I think that is, at first I was just all about, oh no, this is who I'm just going to talk to. And we weren't exclusive or anything. But I think that with the speed dating, I think people are trying to find out who may really be for them and try to see who is really serious about one another. So I don't think nothing is really too wrong with that. I mean, as long as you're open and upfront with that person, be like, hey, I'm talking to you, but at this time I'm not being serious. You know, it's that communication and letting people know where you're at in your life as far as dating and, you know, just weighing out your options.
So to you, dating, right? If you meet Mr. C, I'm calling him C, and he say, hey, you know what I'm saying, me and you dating. Should he think, right? I mean, y'all agree that y'all are dating. Should he think that, hey, he's the only one? Or should he think that he's not the only one? He's dating who he want to date, and you're dating who you want to date.
Again, that's that communication in the beginning. It's that communication in the beginning, letting them know up front, hey, this is where I'm at my point. Like, I've put all my eggs in one basket before, and at this time I want to just weigh out my options. So I think that's where it's the communication. If he say or she say, well, no, that's not where I'm at in my life, I'm just ready to be with one person, then hey, you've given that person the decision to make their own decisions. And I think that's with communication with anything. Like, if one person is ready to be serious and you're not ready to be serious, then that is something that has to be discussed. That's one of the things that I do believe in communicating about.
Yes, I agree.
Like, that's something that has to be discussed in the beginning, because if you tell a person, yes, I'm ready to settle down, yes, I'm ready to, so this person thinking y'all are ready to settle down, y'all ready to be together, you know, going on with the flow and, you know, really taking things serious, and all of a sudden, well, I'm not ready to settle down, I'm not ready to be in a relationship, but you told me in the beginning that you were, but you only did that to get close to me or get in your space. Yes. And so then you get mad at me because I'm upset that you talking to this person, that person, and this person. But if you would have told me in the beginning, I'm not ready to settle down, I do have friends or whatever, then you gave me that option to stay or leave.
Okay. But now this scenario, okay, both of y'all agree that, hey, you know what? We kind of testing the waters or whatever. But one of you get serious, right? Want to be in, you know, exclusive, and the other one doesn't. Then what?
And then again, that's still that option. If you let yourself get into that position of, I'm serious, I really like him or her, and then they still saying, I'm not ready to settle down, I'm not ready, you have to gather yourself together and be like, okay, I may need to move on. You know, if he or she's not ready to be where I'm at right now. But if you're still willing,
for the other person, sometimes the other person can't take that because they're like, dang, like, I'm really liking this person, I don't want to back up. You know what I'm saying? And then I have known where, you know, the other person kind of feel guilty, like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just going to go ahead and give in. It's not the right thing to do.
I don't want nobody to feel guilty about me. If you ain't ready to settle
I don't
down,
either.
go.
I don't either, but I've known that to happen. I've known that, and it's not right.
Yes,
it's not right. No, again, it's that being honest, confusion, transparent, all of that, you know. But sometimes stuff get people in a situation, and it could be that, again, you know, maybe they are on that where, okay, we're dating just to see what it's going to be. And then situations happen, and maybe somebody end up pregnant or something. Now you got a whole other situation. So now, okay, well, we were just out here dating or doing whatever. Now we got a baby. So we might need to make this official because we got a baby coming, which ain't the right thing to do either.
Right.
So it's like, what we doing here? What we doing?
Yeah, because I have heard like when one person do get serious and the other person, and I've known situations where the guy has said, you know, hey, I've told you I don't want to settle down, I'm not ready to settle down, but the female is still like, you know, fussing and arguing. I'm like, well, you can't, you know, if you come to me about anything, I'm gonna be like straight up. I'm like, well, you can't really get mad because he already told
out there
you
up front.
what it was. Yeah.
Yes, up front. Told you what it was, right?
Right.
Yes. Oh my gosh. But female like, look, and then doing all this extra stuff on the ride by his house, throwing eggs and flattening tires. He's like, what is this girl crazy?
Right.
I don't know what he put on him, or vice versa. I don't know. Dude, like, that girl put rules on me. I don't know. I don't believe it on it, but I'm just saying. We ain't gonna go there. So I'm gonna go to some of the comments, right? So look, JC said he got his coffee ready. I like that. He got his coffee. I got my juicy juice. Sean said you have to set boundaries, and you do, and hope that whomever they can respect the boundaries. That's what it's about, is respecting boundaries. But we often see that sometimes people can't respect boundaries. So what do you do if a person can't respect boundaries? What do you do?
That's a hard one, because I guess it just depends on the situation. Like if they can't respect the boundaries, then you just have to try to cut that person off. You know, just be like, hey, I told you. And like I said, block, change, you know, or whatever else. But a person, and if you're not one that can respect another person's boundaries, or if you're real sensitive when it comes to like relationships and, you know, different things. And I know sometimes when you are in a relationship and you get serious and you know, in love or whatever, it's difficult sometimes to let go. But then you have to like really find to let go. I mean, find a different outlet to get yourself, you know, mind off of that person or something like that, to where it doesn't get to be like a crazy situation or whatever.
That's true. Okay, and then Willie said, let them know up front where you stand so there's no confusion, which is true. Let them know up front, like Willie and Jessica said, and I agree. Like, okay, this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I have known situations where you can let them know up front, and they're going to try to convince you, like, no, this is what it's going to be. And you like, how can you tell me that this is what it's going to be when I'm telling you that this is what I want? You know, and that can make an uncomfortable situation, you know, very uncomfortable, because it's like, okay, I'm trying to, you know, at least be cordial, at least be, you know, whatever. But now you put me in an uncomfortable situation because you're not allowing me to, I don't know. So that's not cool. No. And then JC said, be straight up from the beginning. That way there isn't any misunderstanding.
Right.
And then Tanika Spencer says, I asked them, how am I supposed to handle my feelings that I have for you? Am I supposed to back up or let my feelings flow? I don't want to be hurt. That's deep. That's that's real deep. So when you ask them, right, how are you supposed to handle your feelings? That's good. You're supposed to back up or what? And then, so, but what if the person is giving you mixed feelings? Like, well, dang, I don't really want you backing up because they want the case, right?
Yes, and that's what I was gonna say, because a person can give mixed feelings, because you can try to let go, like you can be in your own zone, your own space, you letting go of that person, like it can go weeks and here they come. Yeah. But what you doing? Let's go on a date, or you know, something just out of the ordinary. But you're still, and I think what can be male too, but I know for me personally, I think sometimes when you're still trying to let go, you still may have feelings for that person. So if they come back and say, hey, let's just do this, you may think that you have let go of that person, but then it may open up the feelings again. Yep. So so if a person want to let go of you and you already told that person, I don't want to be with you, I don't want nothing serious or nothing like that, don't come back bothering that person. Let that person be. Let them go. Let them be. Go find somebody else.
That's right. Go find somebody else to do it, right?
Yes.
And I've seen too where, again, you tell them and they can't accept it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they just pop up doing the most. It's like, what is going on?
Right.
And then get yourself in a situation like, come on, they acting crazy and
yeah.
I don't know. It's a situation. Some situations where you see it turn deadly. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. Different situations you see it on. What is it? 48
and that's
and all that
when it gets.
stuff.
When it gets to that point, like, and if I feel like if you can't handle relationships or you find yourself getting too attached to a person where you got to cause harm to that person or anybody else that's attached to them, then you don't need to be in nobody's relationship, honey.
Nope.
At all.
No. And we see a lot of that, especially now. You see it on the news. You see it like, on different stuff where the female or the male, somebody got killed or they killing a child trying to make a point. It's like,
right.
Wow, like for what? I mean, you ain't gonna end up with the person. Where the case where the what is it you was telling me about the kid? The dude ended up calling the girl on the phone
on FaceTime. It was the child's father.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. That was very crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know the ins and outs of that story, but I'm just like, this is, I don't know. If it ain't meant to be, I mean, let it go. Be happy. It's somebody out there for everybody. Where you at, where a person is at that present time may not be where they're meant to be at, be for the future. Again, it's gonna hurt. Yeah. It's gonna hurt. Especially if you have feelings for the person and y'all were together, time invested, money or whatever it is, feelings, kids. It will hurt. It will hurt. It will hurt. Heal. And then God's willing, somebody different time will come along. And if it's not, hey, love yourself,
Right.
Have a life. And it's not bad, So, and I think it comes down to being equally yoked.
Right.
Equally yoked. So we don't speak about that enough, like hopping out here, just, and I say we because the people, us, the world, hopping out here. Do we even take the time to see if anybody's equally yoked?
Right.
Do you?
And what do you mean by equally yoked? What's your definition of that? Like when you meet someone?
You can have a thing where like, okay, say we out, we at, I don't know, where we at? I don't know. I'm trying to make a scene in my head, make a scene right now. Say we hanging out, girl. We at some festival, girl. Dude walk by like, girl, oh man. We less than, right?
Right.
We might be cute, might ask for a number. We might start talking, might have a lot of fun and stuff. But are we equally yoked?
Right.
What's his views on religion?
Now that's a big one. Yeah. A big one.
Yes. And then as you get to know him, is he showing you that that's really his views on religion, right?
Right.
And it's not just that. It's like everything else lining up to equally yoked, right?
Right.
And then you want to speak about the love languages too, right? Very important.
And I took that test last night that you sent.
You did? I will put it in the link for others too. Go ahead. How you do? So the 5 love languages, y'all. But I'll let Jessica do that. I'm going to go ahead and drop the link. I got to get it. But go ahead.
I think mine was, I meant the screenshot, but I can't remember the exact word. But it was more of a person that can like take the burden off. You know what I'm saying? Like help. Not like gifts. Like gifts are great. But gifts, based on my answers to the questions, gifts was not the one that was my love language. It's more of a person that can just come along and say, just offer. You know what I'm saying? Just like offer to help, to take something off my shoulders, that type of thing.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, I got you. I'm posting it right there. Okay, so I'm not for sure if y'all are familiar with the love languages, right? And the love languages are not just for couples. They have like for singles and kids, teenagers, and all that, because we all have love languages. So with the love languages, again, somebody, even friends, right? You can think that you're helping somebody or showing somebody that you care, right? And it may be that you are calling them, or you may come by and you may clean up or help them, do an act of service. Or you maybe want to verbalize it, or you maybe want to send a lot of gifts. But however, if you're not speaking that person's love language, it's not that they don't appreciate it, and not that they're not thankful. They may just not be receiving it the way that you want them to receive it, because you're not speaking their love language, right? And everybody has different love languages. And you can have more than one love language. It depends on how you score on that love language. And again, I told Jessica, I said, take it and just see if it really, matches with what you feel your love language is. So I posted the link there, but they have like acts of service. Those are for the people.
That was mine, acts of service.
Actions speak louder than words, right?
Right.
Again, she probably prefers somebody to give her
speak louder than words.
A helping hand, you know what I'm saying? Come by, do something, show up. Or receiving gifts. Those are for people who like heartfelt gifts, make them feel most loved. Quality time is for somebody who, like to spend time with people, their undivided attention. Words of affirmation. Their primary love language is spoken words. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even a text, say I love you, I care about you, stuff like that, or physical touch. So those are the ones. So just, if you have the time or whatever, look into that, because that's very important. Like I said, that's not just for relationships, with your significant other, but it can also be with your parents, with your kids, just to make sure that you're speaking their love language, and whatever you're trying to relate to them is getting to them the way that you want it to get to them. So, that's important. So that, I think that comes with being equally yoked as well, right? That you're speaking their love language, and hopefully they're speaking yours. So again, if you're with somebody and they could be like, dang, man, I'm doing everything for this girl. Man, I'm showing up. I keep sending her flowers every Friday. I'm buying this girl a car. I'm doing this. And she just act like she's so ungrateful. Maybe you speaking the wrong love language. Maybe she don't even want that. Maybe she just want to spend time with you. She can care less about all that material stuff. She just wants time. She just wants you to spend 5 minutes with her. 5 minutes.
And I understand, like, even with just talking with different females, and they be like, girl, he did it, and I don't want that. I'm like, girl, I would have loved that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's just like a walk on the beach, and because some people don't like that, but that's something that I love, because I love water. I love walking on the beach. I love the sound of water. So that would be something that I would enjoy, just taking my mind off of everything else at the time. That's like an act of service, just to relieve my mind and peace or whatever. So it is, just, and you really don't realize, that how important it is, because everybody don't think, and if a female, I know it's probably male too, but if a female like give you hints on the things that they like, pay attention. Pay attention.
And that goes the same for the females with the males too.
Right.
We have to pay attention. Yes. I think the females are more open to say stuff that they don't like. The males probably like, oh, well, thank you. Just thank you. The females like, man, I don't like this. What you doing? The males might like, oh, at least you thought about them, which is not right, but hey, I think they settle. Right. I think, but I don't know. Some of the males chime in, tell me if I'm right. Tell us if we're right. Females chime in too. We'll go back to the questions. The responses real quick, right?
Okay.
So, let's see where we are. Where did we leave off at? So I think Sean has said that have a talk again and move on with no hard feelings. And then Willie said if they can't respect your boundaries, time to fall back. Agree.
Yes.
And then Willie said that if you're the person catching feelings, then you have to reevaluate the circumstances and check yourself. That is true. But most people can't do that, and they won't. Now, a real person, they will do that. They will take that time out and be like, why? Like, okay, let me regroup or something. But some people's like, I ain't letting go. This is the best thing that ever happened, or they just don't want to let go. And they ain't gonna do that. They won't, but they won't.
Hold on.
They don't, girl, take you on a roller coaster.
Want to hold on.
Okay. And JC said reciprocate it all. Reciprocate. I can't say that word at all back. And that's true. And that's true. We have to equally, give in and invest. And I think that's what is very important. You see that a lot where maybe it's one-sided and you can't really, I don't know. People do it. But I think all relationships should be, equally yoked.
Yeah. And one thing I know too, I think, because remember, I always say, when you ask people a lot of questions, it's like an interview, right? So when people go on interviews, they want to get a job, they're going to automatically, because you're going to know, we all know we ask the basic questions, like, what do you like to do for fun? Where do you see your life in such and such years? Where do you grow? What are you doing? But if you just start off having a general conversation with a person, you can learn so much about them, because they're not thinking, oh, she's asking me questions. You're just having a conversation with them, getting to know them. I learned so much about somebody one time, and I'm like, I'm sorry, and I had to tell them, like, you think I'm finna have a relationship with you, and you just sitting here and told me everything? Like, no.
Like what? Give it to me, girl. Like what? Give it to me.
You know, some people honestly think that it's okay to deal with someone outside the relationship or outside of whatever, even though, and they really think that it's okay. And if they think that's okay, that's their, but I don't have to be in the mix of that at all. But you know, just having a regular conversation with someone and just talking with them and not like asking them the questions and just getting thoughts. Like I can just be conversating, just like me and you conversate. And then we're just talking. You can learn so much, but if you start asking them questions, giving them a third degree about a lot of stuff, that's giving them time to think. They're thinking like, okay, she's trying to get to know, or he's trying to get to know me, so let me make sure I give out the right answers. But if you just talking like a common conversation, they ain't gonna be thinking like, oh, she asked me questions to see where I'm at, you know. But I learned that, and that has like kept yeah. The red flags.
It's worked for you. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. It's worked for you. Okay. I can see where you're going with that. I can. However, what if, right? Same situation. And you was having a common conversation. But this person again, they really want you. So they ain't even tell you nothing crazy. Right? Now they ain't been their authentic self. They not, but okay, she just talking. So they gonna talk. But they ain't gonna tell you nothing too crazy, right? Because again, a person wear a disguise if you want to wear a disguise. But later you find out it was all a lie.
But still, I think in that initial conversation, you know how they say with first impressions, in the initial conversation, you can still realize like, is this somebody that I want to deal with or go further with? I think personally, and I think sometimes I know from my mistakes in the past is that people do want to give people a chance. They want to be like, okay, I think that they can change and be this way or whatever else, but they're not. You know, a person is who they are, and they're not going to change until they want to change, and you cannot get mad at a person for being who they are. You know, you have to accept that that's who they are. It has nothing to do with you.
There you go.
That's who they are as a person. So let them be who they are as a person. They may change for somebody else, just not for you. And it's okay. It's all right.
You said that because again, and I think a lot of times, right, people think that they can get with somebody, right? They may not like A, B, C, D. All right. And they're like, you know what? I can deal with this. I can deal with this. Or I can change this.
Right.
Baby, no. What you see is what you get. You're going to either like it or not like it. Now, they may make some alter, you know, some changes, minute, but don't go in there thinking you're going to change nobody, right? Don't. That's not your job. It's not really. And I think we hurt ourselves by doing it. And I could be wrong. Y'all chime in and let me know. That's just my thought process. You know, I feel like I don't know. I mean, to help, yes, we can help each other grow. But to change, like you said, people will change for who they want to change for when they're ready. But is it your job to make them change?
And you can wear yourself out trying to get somebody to think the way that you think or try to move the way that you move. You will really it's draining. You know, you can wear yourself out. And, you know, it's just like, just let it go. Like, they who they are. Don't get mad for a person for being who they are. You know, you can only get mad at yourself for trying to make somebody be something that they're not. You know, everybody has their time and place. If they grow, they grow. If not, they won't. You know, but everybody has their time that they develop to grow or whatever else. You know, it may be with you and it may not be with you.
That's true. And accept it, you know, and then I think that's where it comes time to where they say people, you know, grow. As we grow, right, we get wiser. We have that wisdom, right? So again, and I mean, I think that's what's supposed to happen in life. But again, unfortunately, sometimes people grow apart. I think that's where it comes to like, okay, at this point in time, this is where we were, you know. And as you get older, sometimes people do grow apart, you know, unfortunately. So yeah.
And I've heard of people, they have been together for years and they may have even been married for years, but they both agree that, okay, it's time for us to go their separate ways.
Because they kind of,
and they're okay. Like, they still have a good relationship afterwards because they made that mutual agreement and they were okay with it. So, you know, I think too, that's part of like being equally yoked. You both know when you're ready to like part ways or whatever, and there's no hard feelings behind it.
It was like that worked for them for that season. You know what I'm saying? For that season, that's where they were supposed to be. For that season, they loved each other and they invested and they grew together for that season. Now, in this other season of their life, you know, they branching off and going wherever. So I totally get that and I totally agree. So That is so true. So
you want to go back in the comments?
Yeah, let's go back in the comments, see what we got.
Okay.
What we got. So let's see what we left off at, right?
So now you brought me something to drink.
Oh, okay. Look at my girl. She's ready, girl. She's taking in a tea too. She's like, oh, she's trying to take some lessons. I like it. So Tanika said, did we do this one? You have to have communication, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, which is true. And you have to. I think with all of that, again, I think that will fall again under the equally yoked as well.
Yes.
All of that. What do you think, Jessica?
I absolutely agree.
Willie did the eyes. He's looking. I like it. Bring it. And then he said, ask questions. People will let you know who they really are.
To an extent.
That's exactly. And I say that really for this one reason, right? I'm telling you, situation. I've asked a lot of questions. Jessica's, oh my God, testing it. And Jessica said, Topeka, you can ask as many questions as you want. Like she said, people can interview well. And I'm like, girl, I'm going to give a third degree. I'm going to ask all these questions. Boom, boom, boom. Knocking them out. Man. A freaking past interview. Past it. But living a woo life. Like, are you serious? I never would have expected. Never in my life would have expected. But past the interview. Past it. I'm in the most, oh my God. And I remember going back to Jessica, I'm like, girl, you said it. Never again will I just rely on it. So again, they gonna let you know, but they only gonna let you know what they want you to know. And they can hide the rest again. So yeah, you can ask the questions. And now I'm like, okay, I ask, but I think again, that comes with our discernment too, you know, praying. To God, praying, fasting about it. And again, our discernment. So and now, you know, they got them apps. Y'all better get on those apps and start looking people up, doing those background checks. Right. It's a whole lot of them. Y'all get a whole lot of information. Going to go. And I'm in reality, and is this me? Anybody who deal with my ex, call me, girl. I'll give y'all 411. He might be a changed person today. He might be. And I pray he is. But sometimes change behavior repeat itself. Sometimes, I don't know. And I pray he's a great person. For the next person. I pray it. I think he is. Yeah. However, I ain't hiding it. So you can call me. Hit me up. I'll let y'all know. Anyway, so and then he said, Latrice said, I agree with Jessica. That first conversation can say a lot. And then she said, trust your gut feeling. And that's true. Your gut feeling will always tell. I think, oh my God. I be getting these nights. A lot of times it'll wake me up in my sleep. I'm like, why am I up? I get this pan. And it's always like revealed. That right there just used to scare me at times, but I learned to listen. And JC says, if it's the right person, you would change for the better, not to conform to anyone else. That part. Yes. And I can see that too. I can see that. I can see that. I agree.
Yeah, I do too. I don't think you should conform to another person's bad habits just to make things easier, or just if you feel like something is wrong and not right, don't agree with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know everybody has their own version of what's wrong, what's right, but everybody know like if something is wrong and something ain't right. So what I mean by that is just don't agree with a person just to be comfortable. You know, I think so many times people accept a person's ways so they can remain comfortable and they don't want to let go. And I think that'd be a hard thing a lot of times when you're dealing with people or dealing in relationships, that people get comfortable and they just start accepting people's habits and ways that are not really acceptable. So I think that's the way.
Example.
What? Example. What, like bad, like not being equally yoked. Not agreeing. Like if somebody, like you said, religion, if somebody believes in the devil and I believe in God, why should I conform to what he believes in when we all, you know, people figure what Satan or whatever equally yoked with religion. So as long as you have someone that's on that same level with you, that y'all do believe in the same thing. And I'm not saying, because if a person is non-religious, sometimes it is harder to get them to view things the way that you view it. Yes. So a lot of times when I mean by conforming to make it acceptable for you, but I mean acceptable for them, but it's not comfortable. Y'all are still living in uncomfortable situations. Is what I mean by that.
I got you. I got you. Were you having to change, I guess, your pattern or change your?
Well, not really anything that's just going to make you, because I guess what I'm trying to say is that sometimes we can be in situations that we're not comfortable, but we accept things that's not making that makes us uncomfortable. We accept it from that other person because we don't want to leave them, or we don't want to separate or go separate ways. So I think that with that, we put ourselves in a position to be upset, be angry, and we're accepting something that we normally wouldn't accept. So it's just staying in a position or staying in a situation that we know is not comfortable for us. So why should we still remain uncomfortable with someone that is not for us? But we don't want to let them go, and we know that they're not for us. You see what I'm saying?
Like, say, for instance, you're with somebody and you're not growing, right?
Right.
No way, spiritually, emotionally, physically.
Right. And that person is just like at a standstill. Yes, and that person just at a standstill and don't have no desire to grow, don't have no desire to do anything. But you have made yourself okay with that just to be comfortable, but it shouldn't be that way.
Do you believe in the saying where they say like the wrong person can hinder you?
Oh yes, I definitely.
Still, right? So maybe you were growing and you were prospering at one time, and then something, maybe you got in this relationship and now everything is at a standstill. Do you believe that like the wrong person can block that or cause that?
Yeah, because it's with friends, it's with even with family. Everybody's not meant to go to that next season with you. Yep. So as long as you try to hold on to something that's not meant for you, it's gonna continue to block. And sometimes people, like with me, sometimes I have a hard time with detachment.
Yes. So my gosh. Yes. I know, girl. You speaking it, and I remember one time sitting or whatever. I was like, you know what? I can't do this because the detachment. No, you gotta let it go. But you got to be.
And sometimes, God, He will make it where, if you have a hard time with something or letting something go, He'll make it to where you're very uncomfortable and you have no choice but to let it go. And that's with anything. That don't even have to be with friendship. It can be with jobs. It can be with just different things. He will make it so uncomfortable for you, like, and I can't do it no more. So it's just, like you said, like if you're not growing with a person, y'all are just at a standstill and you're being comfortable just to please them or whatever else, and y'all ain't on the same page. Right now life is about growing, life is about moving to that next level, whatever, and everybody's not meant. You have to realize like who's there for you and who's there that's not for you. You have to pay attention to things like that.
And think about, and God put us here on this earth, right? To grow, right? And I think as long as we remember that, and that's with everything, okay? So we got the trees. What are they doing? They're growing. They're giving back, not to be complacent. We weren't put on this earth to be complacent. We're supposed to grow, contribute. So I think as long as we remember that and apply that to our life, again, even with us having kids, we're growing, we're multiplying, we're giving back, we're being fruitful. So same concept with that. I'm going to go back to the comments real quick too. Right here, I think we did Latrice last. So JC said, we did his. Okay. And then Tanika said, us as women, we love hard, and we do real hard. Love hard or hard. And it seems like men can just let go so easy. So you have to watch and pay attention to what you want and seek to see if that person is for you. That is so true.
Yes, men move very easy. Very easy.
Quickly.
The next day easy. Maybe the next night. I mean the same night, not the next night, the same night.
Girl, I came with you. Hey, men, chime in. Why y'all move on so easily? Why y'all move on the same night as Jessica would say, or the next night, or whatever she said? Why is that? Is that because you're not like all in? Is that because you've already detached? And you already checked out in your mind? Or is it just like, I ain't got time for this. I got to live my life. What is it? Because us women, we want to know. Because I've always wondered that.
Me too.
I know when I was going through my healing process, right? From my marriage. If y'all don't know, like I was married for 17 long years. But before the 17 long years, we dated for 5 long years before we got married. So anyways, I remember dude moved on real quick. I was like, God darn. Girl,
let me sip my tea. This ain't tea, but I'm sipping my tea.
Okay, yeah, the door wasn't even closed, which was cool. You know what I'm saying? Got it. But I remember like trying to understand that, right? Because I'm like, I'm gonna heal myself. I'm gonna do whatever I have to, right? Because again, if you don't heal yourself, how are you gonna be right for that next person, whoever God blesses you with, right? I'm not carrying all this hurt, this pain. And I'm telling y'all, I was one, Jessica can tell you how bad I was. Men wasn't nothing. Men are all dogs. Oh my God, I was bad. I mean, I was like, I'm gonna be by myself for the rest of my life. You couldn't convince me otherwise. I was really bad, right? Don't trust no men, none of that. Oh my gosh, I would never tie my life. My whole adult life had been a lie because all the crap he had did. So anyways, fast forward. I remember like, dang, how did he move? Like he just, whatever. But in the statistic shows too that men really are people that move on. I'm not going to say men, but I know we were talking about men. But they're not taking the time to heal. So they're hopping from relationship to relationship, right? But they're still carrying all that baggage. So in reality, they're moving. So by the time that person who has taken that time to heal finally get into their one relationship healed, that person gonna been there, probably went through 3, 4, 5, and still carrying all that baggage, all that hurt, and just traumatizing more people and more people and more people. Like, okay. So I sat back and watched. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, oh Lord. I don't know. That's just my opinion, my observation. But I do want to get it from, y'all. Again, I'm that's just me. So I want to know from y'all, like, is that true? Is it not? And I mean, how do you do it? Maybe some of the females want to do it. I don't know.
Some females do.
They do. And how? So yeah, how do they do that? Oh, I love it. So hold on, I'm gonna scroll down so the question gets answered real quick. Hold on 1 second. Let's say we don't move on easily out of pride. Wait, we don't move on easily out. We don't move on easily.
Our pride.
Out of pride won't let us be weak. Out of pride won't let us be weak.
So it's the pride that's in the way.
What? Is that what it is?
I think so. I think a lot of men, the pride gets in the way with feelings, emotion, not wanting to tap into the side to understand a woman. Some men do, but I think pride plays a big factor in it.
You think so? Or is it the fact that they just don't? Yeah, because they don't want to deal with it. Don't want to be alone.
I think it's just pride because they can move on to the next person, but still be thinking about you.
You said a mouthful right there, right? Text, can I come back home? No. So Willie, what you think about that since you responded to that? So were you like, did you move on and you were thinking about I might be asking personal questions on here, but you still thinking about the ex? I don't know. So then he said, hold on 1 second. Wait. We don't move on easily. Our pride won't let us show our emotions and hurt, okay? And then he said, been there, done that. He said, remember, men are raised not to show emotion. Don't cry and to just keep moving. That is so true.
Yeah.
That is so true.
That is true.
And that's a problem. That is a problem.
Yeah.
That is a big problem. And men got to be tough. Don't cry, get up. Hurt themselves. You have a broken arm and a broken leg. You better be crying. You better get up. Back it off and keep going. No.
Right. Yeah.
No. And you nailed it in. Nailed it. Like, men are not supposed to cry. That is a bunch of bull crap.
It is.
Everybody can cry. Show emotion. We're all human,
Right.
So I'm going to go back up to some more comments. Casey said that, hey, thank you for joining us, Casey and Willie, and all of our other new people. So we got Tanika on here as well. She said, I think Jessica was saying a lot of times we agree, and go with somebody's flow for the sake of compromise.
Right.
When in reality, they're really conforming for them. After too many times of being fake for love, they end up wearing a mask of inauthentic behavior. Then they can harbor resentment. Then that becomes a hellified cycle.
Now that is so true, because even when a person tries to, because like you can be positive, you can try to pour into another person to grow, to do this and to do that or whatever, and they may start doing it just to make you happy and have you to shut up, But that's not where they want to be in their life. So then at that time that can, like Casey said, it can cause inauthentic behavior and resentment because you're forcing someone to be who they're not at that time.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen that happen too.
Yeah.
So, and then what happens when the mask comes off?
Y'all got
more problems.
The mask come off and it's problems. Y'all got to make a decision. Make that decision to part ways or not compromise, but come, halfway, the halfway mark, or, and something that y'all have to agree on, just say, hey, this ain't working, and be able to say yay or nay.
I think where we are today, as in the world, is that now we're more vocal and we are, living in our true selves. A lot of people are, right? So I think as the masks are coming off within, us, the world and stuff, people are trying to walk into their true self, their true identity, and find peace, right? Mm-hmm. So I do think a lot of people now are like, dang, they're more aware of certain situations, more aware of stuff that was going on, or aware of like, dang, I really was settling, or I was not happy there, and they're able to speak about it, okay? And they're understanding that it's okay to have emotions. It's not gender specific. So I think with that, a lot of people are going to be able to be true and to pour into themselves and pour into others in the way that it should have been anyways, And I know I refer back to, a lot of this stuff that I think we were taught or believed to be a healthy relationship was passed down generational, right? Because I go back even where, what is it, Betty Wright, some of her songs. And I know me and you were talking about another song that you sent me, right? Like, these people, they were kind of like, whoa, what song did you send me?
It was Whitney Houston. Oh my gosh, what was that song?
Saving My Best for Last or something?
Saving All My Love for You. And I bet y'all didn't know that she was talking about saving her man, her saving her love for a man that was, I think he was married, or he was in a marriage, or either in a relationship. So I didn't know until I was listening to another podcast. And so the guy was like, everybody around here sang a Whitney Houston song, and y'all saying because it's a pretty ballad, which it is, because I'm saving all my love.
Oh, did she?
So everybody's singing the song, but she really talking about she's saving her love for another man that's with somebody else. So when you look, and I'm like, dang, we all around here singing this song, And at the time, you're not really paying attention that, hey, that's what she was talking about.
And I think again, and it goes back again. And we look at Betty White, was she all confused and stuff? So she'd rather have a piece of a man than no man at all. And now we like woke up, we woke. We like, man, I ain't dealing with this. The man said, I ain't dealing with that. Everybody want peace. Everybody want to be happy, and we should. We got one life, So with that, I think people are starting to walk more into their truth, more into their, to their true authentic self, and we should. But with that, it becomes awareness, you know what I'm saying? And being able to sit down and say, you know what, this is what I want. If we're not equally yoked, I'm not going for it. If, you don't bring this to whatever, I don't want it, and we should be able to do that, But I do think as well, it's a lot of stuff that could hinder a person from being able to do that, Say, for instance, I'm in a long relationship, years invested, time invested, You become kind of like in a situation, maybe you're dependent. Or I'm not going to say dependent. Maybe I'm just like, how am I going to get out of here? So we got to do exit plans, exit strategies.
Right. Yes.
I just can't get up and walk. I invested too much time. But some people don't want to walk away because they invested too much time.
Right.
Like,
yeah. So they remain comfortable and unhappy.
I don't want to start over. Is it worth it? What if ain't nobody else out there for me?
Right. And let's see. Swartz said, do y'all believe in a perfect match? Or is that a myth? I believe in perfect matches. And the reason why I say that, this lady that I used to work with, they're an older couple, but she could be having like a rough day at work. But her husband would just, like, he'll meet her for lunch. He'll come out there and bring her lunch. He'll bring her flowers. But when she sees him, her like whole face, she could just be walking down the hall, fussing or whatever else. But when she sees him, and they've been married for a while, but when she sees him, her whole face just lights up. And she just had the biggest smile. And it made me smile because I'm like, dang,
Dang.
But, they have like, she always speaks, highly of him, and they just smile when they see each other. And it's just, you can just tell when something is just so genuine, And I've met couples that they're like funny and goofy together, and they just
Mhm.
like, you know, laugh
Oh,
all
wow.
the time. They just joke, and it's like, dang, they like, in my eyes, it's like the perfect match because they're just like so compatible, you know. So I think it is.
I've known something like that, like the yin and the yang.
Right.
Yin yang.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I believe there's a perfect match as well. I don't think it's a myth. I believe in perfect matches.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they're far in between, but I do think there are.
Right.
I think that doesn't come with settling either, you know. So again, like, okay, you can, I think times we may think, okay, you know what, I think this might be my perfect match. They don't have this, don't have that, but I'm gonna make them my perfect match. You can't make them my perfect match.
No.
They either are or they're not, you know. And sometimes people may know that, hey, this person is really good for me, but they run. Like, this is too good to be true. You can't have this.
And I think that comes from being involved in like so many heartbreaks and hardships and things when you come across something. And I think, and again, that plays a part in life in general. You know, like so many times we could say things just going so right now. I know something about to happen. You know,
or
and
they
I
do
think
something to make something happen, like because they feel it's too good to be true. So yeah,
right. So yeah, I think we have to get out of that mindset too. That why something bad has to happen? Why can't we deserve to be happy?
Yes,
authentically. You know, just living in that moment, you know, enjoying it, and don't worry about the what's bad gonna come.
If it comes, it may not. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Be happy at least.
Right.
I agree.
And Casey said, "You go left or right? Right, Casey. Which way you want to go?" Hold on. Ooh. Tanika said, so they don't want to tap into their inner self, but they act hard due to being a man. But was your love real? Did you really have feelings? But some men show emotions and they're no good for you. But you try to act like we're the only ones that you're with at the time. But then there comes 2 to 5 other women. But I gave you all my time. I'm cooking, cleaning, taking care of the other woman kids. Come on, Tanika. Take care of the other woman kids to show you love, show I love you or have feelings for you, but we still get the scraps. And
a mouthful.
Whew, yeah.
Whew. I don't know what to say about that.
Huh?
She spoke it and she spoke it. I've known. Oh my God. Dang.
Yeah. That's a lot. Because and it's like you're doing all of this, and you know, people used to say, oh, you need to cook and clean for that man, he gonna go, but you can cook, like she said, you can cook, clean, do whatever else, he's still gonna go. I'm not saying every man does, but you know what I'm saying, what her, regardless of her comment, still go out and do whatever.
Do what he wants to do.
Whatever, with whoever, whenever. But you know, he's gonna stay comfortable there because you're doing everything.
You're doing everything.
You know?
That's so true. Yeah, that is not hold and does not keep a man. And that, like you said, back in the day, like, okay, you doing all that, you doing everything, like, okay, that you know, told you need to do, you know, again, no. And he probably gonna go be with somebody who ain't doing half of that, ain't doing none of that. Like, you like, are you serious? Come on now. Come on. But yeah, that's crazy.
Right, because they do be spending a lot, like cooking and cleaning and chasing at the children and going to work and coming home, and what they do, come home and leave from work, come home and lay down.
And I will make a ruckus. We both
go out to
the
5 other different women.
She said, what?
I said, or come home and then leave to go out with 2 to 5 other different women.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, how you got time to do all this? Like, you entertaining them and using what money? Like, nah, man, what we doing here?
And I say too, like, people do what they want to do. But if you feel like you are not ready for a relationship to settle down, you have to have people here and there and everywhere. Be single so you can do what you want to do when you want to do it. Don't put somebody else's feelings in the mix.
Yeah, and people like that, it's ultimately something that's going on within them, you know, within them, that they cannot be complacent again. That many women, like, who got time for all that? How you balancing all that? What are you doing? So it's something internally, like, come on now. It has to be. Like, you got all this going on. What are you doing? So it's something internally, like, and then you got to wonder, like, do you even want that for yourself? Like, what are you getting out of it?
Right. You're not getting satisfied, evidently, because you still got to go mess with a whole bunch of people. I mean, so nothing is going to satisfy you. You're just a rabbit.
A rabbit? What the rabbit doing, girl?
Hopping around everywhere.
Oh, girl, these analogies. I'm like, okay, the rabbit hopping, hop.
Just a rabbit.
Probably moving like a rabbit too. I don't know now.
What?
Might be moving like a rabbit too,
Girl.
girl. They can have that.
Shut up. We going to the next question.
No,
Tanika
we
said-
can't do it. Girl.
Tanika said, I'm glad I joined tonight. Good conversations. And thank you so much for joining. Thank you. And for engaging as well.
Yes.
DeMarcus said, it's okay to start over, especially if you know the love isn't there. Exactly. It's definitely okay to start over. But I think the starting over is like people don't want to learn another person.
Yes. And it can be
terrifying, having to learn another person.
Terrifying.
So,
and then sometimes people be like, you know what? I be darned. Like, I've invested this much time. I'm not starting over.
Right.
And I know I had this one, somebody tell me before, like, I'm trying to get the exact words. Like, you know what? I've invested this much time. I'll be darned if somebody's going to come in and take my spot. What? But are you happy? What spot?
Right.
Like, go be happy. Go
Right.
be happy. And again, it could be the fear of starting over again. Like, start over and do what? But you got to step out on faith. You know, if you don't, how are you ever going to know? And I know that's hard for some, you know.
Yeah.
But again, that's where exit strategy comes in place. Put that exit strategy in place. What does it look like? Put it in force. You know, you can do it. You can do it. And then when you do it, the peace that comes from within, and it might be hard, but it'll come. It will come.
It'll definitely come.
And sometimes it's financial too. Like, okay, you know what? Like I've become accustomed to living this certain way. How am I going to make it? You know, what am I going to do? Where's the support going to come from? Right. And you get some people that like, you know what, if you ain't with me, I ain't doing nothing.
Right.
And you get the one that like, darn, how am I going to make it? And that can keep a person there.
Mm-hmm.
Keep a person hostage. So what do you do in that situation, Jessica?
You have to really figure out what you want. I mean, it's just about what you want, how you decide not to be hostage.
Well, I'm gonna say this, like me, my situation. I don't know. I can refer back to me like similar situation with me.
Mm-hmm.
I always say like I got Jamaican blood, Jamaican in me. I laugh. I become a hustler on a hustler. Man, we're gonna make this work somehow.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't easy, but we make it work, you know. So but I mean you gotta find happiness. We got one life.
Right.
One life. And you can make it work. So it ain't gonna be
easy. And I think it's all about being happy now. Yes. I mean, life is showing us that life is too short to not be happy. Exactly. And to just keep tolerating things just because, like, if you're not
Ramen noodles
happy,
every day, we eat ramen noodles every day. We'll make it work.
Right. Mm-hmm. Make it work.
Tamika said, hey, y'all. Hey, y'all.
Hey Mika.
And then JC, I'm about to say JG. Yeah, JC said, to be honest, the women are aggressive. They freely give themselves away. It's not that we move on. Those feelings may still be there, but not enough to care for that woman. And the women are moving the same as men these days. So undercover with it. Dang, he hit it. I don't know what to say. So women, I don't know what to say. And I can see that because some women are like, oh, I'm daddy too. That's kind of aggressive.
Yeah. I think women are just tired.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think it's tired.
And
I think it's a revolving door when it comes sometimes to relationships where the man think the woman is out. Because I see so many posts saying, if you think your woman only talking to you, you stupid. And then women will say the same thing. So I think it's a revolving door where people just automatically assume that somebody is talking or dealing with somebody else. And you're still in that relationship. But that's where trust comes in. Like, if you can't have trust with your partner or trust that your partner isn't out there doing anything, then what are you doing? Why not in a relationship?
Yeah, that's so true.
So I think that's what it is. I think that people just have a mindset already that the other person is automatically talking to somebody or dealing with someone. So I think that's where the females are probably already getting like, well, hey, shoot, if he out there talking to somebody, I'm gonna talk to somebody too. Or the males be like, if she out there talking to somebody, I'm gonna have somebody too. So it's like a two can play that game type thing. So I really think women are tired and fed up, and men are not stepping up to the plate like they supposed to. That's just the.
So do you think, I agree that women are tired. And again, I agree that when you're saying that men are not stepping up to the plate, meaning that women are having to step up more, right? To fill in those shoes or to fill in the part where the men are not doing what they should do. Right. Where the woman is having to do both, as they say, men and women kind of like jobs, even though it's not jobs, right? Or roles is better, right? In some situations, okay. I can get that, I can, and it's wearing on you, it's taxing on you. It's very taxing, it's like, okay, if I got to do all this, what I need a man for?
Right.
What you need a man
for? Or right? Even making that woman feel secure. It's not even about like finance. It's making that woman feel secure that they are the only one, that they are who they truly love, just doing things. Again, it comes back to that communication. If a woman want to communicate, or even if a man want to communicate with you, take the time out to communicate. Don't just brush that person off. Don't do things that person may, like if a person is insecure about a certain thing, they've already addressed it with you. So if somebody has already talked to you about an issue that they have, don't keep repeatedly doing that same thing. Like figure something out or let them know that, hey, this ain't what you think I'm doing, stuff like that. So I think again, with the communication and stuff, it goes a long way. And having somebody understand.
Okay, I can see that. I guess I see your point. Then I'm looking at his response, right? But he's saying that women are aggressive. I guess that takes care of that part. But he's saying that they give themselves away, right? Freely give themselves away, right? And it's not that they move on. Men, speaking of, it's not that men move on. Those feelings may not be there, right? May not still be there. Not enough to care for that woman. So he's saying that women, like, they're giving themselves away just easily. So where's the value of a woman holding themselves valuable, right? You remember, there used to be a saying that says a woman is to be seen and not heard, right? And if I gotta see, if I can see everything that you got, right? What's the prize? What's going on? You remember that saying? Like, yeah, I should know what you're working with, girl. If I know what you're working with, what's the prize?
But see, that's the problem, though.
So I think that's in the case of what he's kind of saying, because women now are so free and so whatever to give themselves away. Like men are not having to work for it. They're not working for it. Because women are like, oh, here you go, you can have it. We sleeping together on the first night, in the first 10 minutes. So the men are not having to work for anything. Well, before, a man probably would, I'm thinking again, maybe respect the person more if he had to work for it, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like you're giving him something to work for.
It varies. I honestly don't, because you go back to Steve Harvey's book, the 90-day, what did he say, the 90-day wait period or whatever.
You gotta wait 90 days, but at the same time.
But no, I'm just saying, I'm just using it as an example. You go back to that. I don't think, because it goes back to what we were saying, what we were talking about. Like people may see a person as out there, a female out there, a male that's out there. They may have a history. Like everybody know this person has a history, but guess what? They end up with a guy that absolutely loved them, treat them like a queen, put them on a pedestal, and do everything that, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't think that has nothing to do with it, to be honest.
You don't think so?
No, because people talk like
individual. Because some dudes, if you sleep with a dude, if you sleep with them the first night, man, they gonna automatically label you. Some dudes don't give it out. I think it's individual.
But that's what I'm saying. Not all. Everybody don't think of a person that way.
No,
everybody don't think of a person that way. Because a person, like I said, a person can have a history. A person can sleep with someone the first night or whatever, and guess what? They be with each other. They be with forever, and they have the perfect relationship. So that has nothing to do with it. I think it's who a person really loves and who they desire and who they're wanting to really be with. And I think you can bypass, or people may bypass that person's history or bypass whatever, because just because a person may sleep with someone the first night don't mean they go sleep with everybody the first night. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that, females may be messing with this and that third person, but guess what? We know people that may have had a history and they end up with an awesome husband or an awesome wife. So I don't think that has anything to do with it. And I think
I'm making my faces now. I gotta stop. But go ahead.
huh?
I'm making my faces now, but I gotta stop.
What faces?
I don't know. I just made faces. I need to stop. Go ahead.
Oh, I ain't even pay attention. But yeah, I don't think it has nothing to do with it. I really don't. I mean, yes, women are moving. Women are moving like men now because I think they just tired and they feel like, okay, you doing it, okay, whatever. Go do what you want to do. I'm gonna do what I want to do. Mm-hmm. And that's just how some men. Not men. That's just how some women think. They're like, I'm gonna live my life, and however they live their life is what they design for their life. I don't know. I can't say yay or nay to their life, but hey. So I don't think that. I mean, it's on with that.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. You're speaking for some women. I'm only gonna speak for myself. I know, like when I tell my daughter again, like, girl, I don't know. I ain't gonna say my daughter. I'm gonna speak for myself. I ain't sleeping with you no first night.
Mm-hmm.
I hold myself to a higher standard. I'm gonna hold myself to a higher standard.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I am the prize, and I'm gonna treat myself as I am the prize. Mm-hmm. But you're right. I do know women that have done that. And I'm not thinking any less of them. That's them, mm-hmm. Their walk, you know, and I'm not thinking any less of the men. I'm not. Mm-hmm. But again, I want to get to know a person. And again, I believe in soul ties. I believe in spirits, you know, all that kind of stuff. So I do hold myself to a whole different standard, you know. Mm-hmm. But that's just me. Mm-hmm. I don't think nothing one way or another about anybody. Everybody's different, you know. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But for me, myself, I don't know. I look at intercourse and sex totally different, you know. I don't even know sleeping with everybody. For what?
But yeah, you can still hold yourself to something. But see, if you wait a year to mess with somebody with the soul
tie, a year, girl, that's too damn long.
No, I'm just saying.
I know we having a controversy right now because ain't nobody who. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I will wait a year. Maybe I wait 5 years.
No, what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, you can wait. I don't think a first night or a year even matters because if it's the soul ties, that person can still have the worst energy spirits in them. So that
okay, bring it, girl.
No, I'm just saying that really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you wait do one night or wait a year because if you're speaking on, because honestly, we don't supposed to be doing it anyway. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, if you hold yourself up to a stand, I mean, I'm not saying I'm not that way. But if you wait, I don't think with the soul ties and whoever because that person can be the worst person. It can be whomever. You can wait. And you can still have that energy, spirits, whatever, still come and be intertwined with yours, you know? So, I mean, like I said, to each his own with that or whatever. But I don't think that, with the women moving, some are moving fast, but I don't know.
Okay, so we're gonna get back to these comments for a minute because I'm like, wait a minute. You're right. So hey, y'all. Okay, so me and my girl, we talk, and this is how we talk. We don't be arguing, but this is how we be having all the controversial things. It be cute, but it's saying so some people are like, y'all arguing. We ain't arguing. That's just how we talk.
No. we like real sisters. You know what I'm saying? You know how you have your things with your sister, we can like have a heated conversation. Just, with our conversation, whatever, we just move on to the next. Like, girl, we going on this trip or whatever. We just move on to the next conversation. So this is us, y'all. This is who we are or whatever.
Right, they don't have fussing. We ain't fussing. That's just how we talk. No. So I was like, let me just, I want to put that out there, right? So, where we at right here? Okay, so we're gonna go to Latrice, right? Yeah. Latrice said that's so true. You can give your all and they still cheat. Girl, Latrice, you nailed it, girl. Your all.
Yes.
Right? And then Tanika says they gonna want to go to the women who wants McDonald's, KFC, and other fast foods than a home cooked meal. Girl, that part right there, right?
And then talk about it.
Yes. And they go, this girl always spending my money. No, that's what you chose, baby. Keep going over there. And then she, Tanika said she liked rabbit. Girl.
Yes, the rabbit.
That is too funny. Tracy said people aren't honest about their wants. A lot of folks honestly don't want a monogamous relationship anymore.
Mm-hmm. No, they don't. Mm-mm.
They don't, but they're too cowardly to say that and give people a choice. They don't. They
No, they
don't.
don't.
And
And
now
that goes back to and the reason why I say you can learn a lot about a person, like having just a general conversation, because I've had conversation with males, just friends or whatever, and having that general conversation with them, I learned so much that a lot don't believe in monogamous relationships. They really honestly feel that it's okay to dibble and dabble here and there and everywhere. And I'm like, okay,
and that
whatever.
poly relationship, and I think because people follow the trend, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying that that's a trend, but it's like it's more spoke about now, and people are
Mm-hmm.
really like it's being sold. I really believe that. Okay, so
Right.
now you do this, and hey, we can really like live a big a big whatever life or whatever, and we have help, and it's more women involved, more men involved, and we have a big community. And I get it, but you're right. I believe that it's not. People don't really do the monogamous much anymore.
Right.
And then JC says people these days, men and women, not content and see real value in others or themselves. And I think that's true.
Mm-hmm.
They're not content. They're not. And I think it's kind of hard. I don't think it's hard, but I think again, social media can make it hard. I don't think it's
right.
hard. But I think it comes with knowing yourself, knowing oneself, and staying true to yourself, regardless of what's going on around you, regardless of what the song is about. The rap song is about what's hitting, what's in right now. Because again, everything is a fad. And you look at what we were wearing in high school, a lot of that stuff has already circled back around.
Right.
So it's gonna circle back around somehow, some way. And then Willie said that they can have that spot. And Tanika said people have to learn to stop settling for anything. Don't lower your standards just to act happy.
Mm-hmm.
Love yourself first. And then find that one who can love you the way you want to be loved. Yes. I agree wholeheartedly. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. No more settling. We're not settling no more. No. Nobody should. Men and women, stop settling. Stop lowering our standards. Let's live. Mm-hmm. Be happy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Willie said, exactly, be happy. Mm-hmm. And Mika said, find happiness within yourself first in order to be happy with the one who might be for you.
Right.
Agree 100%. And then Tanika said, but the man made us be aggressive. Okay. JC, you hear this now. The man made us be aggressive due to their actions. I know I am so tired of the same old excuses. Grow up, be a man, get a real job, take care of your responsibility, and then I may consider. But if I have to foot everything, why shouldn't I be aggressive? Right. Girls say that, and I can feel it. I can feel it. Yeah, right. I gotta clean up and do everything else too.
Right, and women do it, and we tired. Girl, and you want our sons to have an attitude because we need someone to lighten the load.
Yes, girl, lighten the load. And it's like, okay, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Mm-hmm. Yes, mm-hmm. I can see that. What are we doing? I gotta come home, toilet is stop working. I gotta change the inside of the toilet, and I gotta go do the cars. What? Yes. Girl, I'm like, golly, then I gotta cook, clean,
lighten the load, right?
Oh my God, what I gotta do? And I gotta pay the bills. What else? Yes. Like, come on, help me.
Deal with children.
Yes, girl, doctor's appointments, all that. Plus, try to take care of myself. And why are you so tired? Why do you think I'm tired?
Right.
What are you doing? How are you contributing? What? No, we ain't doing that. I'm gonna turn everything on. No. So, anyways, then Willie say men are doing what they're supposed to do. Okay, in that situation. But the problem is with some women, it's not enough. Women always want more and more until the man just gets tired of it and start looking for his way out. And it's some. Okay. I've seen that where the men are doing stuff and you sit back and be like, dang. And there's some. And I can see that. But believe it or not, those are very far in between. And I applaud those men. Yeah, I really do. But it's very far in between. And believe it or not, I think it's more not than there are that does, Mm-hmm. I don't know. My ladies, speak up. Let me know.
I think so too. Mm-hmm. Because you see, it's in the thing with the women, complaining about the men, it's worldwide. Like if you look on you know, like social media, if you see about relationship stuff, it's worldwide, and men are not like, some men are just automatically looking and seeing. Like, I had got to a point where I want to stop telling people what I do for a living.
Girl, that part.
You know, I really did. Like, I want to tell them, I didn't want to tell them no longer, like, what my career was. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like they automatically assume, like, oh, well, you got it. You can do this. Like,
yes, girl. And that's what kills me.
no.
Yes, they think you're doing whatever. They don't want to contribute. They don't want to help. They don't want to buy some
Right.
lunch. Like, okay, I don't mean I don't want no lunch. Don't mean I don't need no, whatever.
Right.
Like, come
Exactly.
on. And yes, girl. Yeah, for a while, I'm like, ain't nobody gonna know nothing about me, what I got, what I don't.
Right.
They just think they not supposed to do nothing, and that's not right. Like, okay, come on, we in this. I want to be.
Yeah, I had got to the point. I'm gonna tell somebody I'm going to work, and they say, "What you do?" I work at the hospital, such and such. I don't even say what I do. I just work. You know, I don't even say what hospital I work at or what facility I may be at. I just work. Just know I work, and that's all.
Girl, it's real though. It's real. That's what kills me. It does.
Yes.
Okay, and then JC said exactly what you said, Topeka. Okay. And then Mika said, we are all grown. If you want to have sex the first night, that does not define you. Okay, Mika. All right.
No, that's Toriana.
Oh, Toriana. I'm sorry. Toriana Battle. I'm sorry. Oh, Lord. So sorry, Tamika. So sorry, Toriana. Hi, Toriana.
Hey, Toriana.
So Toriana said, we are all grown. If you want to lay down and have sex, get that good feeling the first night, go ahead. It don't define you. Got it, girl. Got it. Okay. And then Tanika says, a lot of women are undressing themselves, going out to the clubs, mostly naked. But let a man undress you with their eyes. Wonder what's up under your clothes. But women don't give them that no more. But why would you give it to them the first night? You haven't had time to know that person or what they're into.
And I think with that, I think a lot of women, some women embrace like their bodies. You know, people embrace their bodies, and I know like when you do wear things like that, it may be revealing or whatever. Of course, you're gonna have men that look, and so it does bring a different type of attention to you when you are dressing in that manner or whatever. And guys, for some reason, just automatically think, hey, she want to lay up or do whatever. And that ain't the case. Some women may just like to show their body. They may love their bodies and they just want to embrace it and show whatever. And I think about the part, and it's just my personal opinion. I hear so many people say, well, I got to get to know this person. I got to get this person. I don't know this person. When will you ever know a person? You can be with this person we've heard of people be with people for years and they have a whole family somewhere. They done did this to people over here. You just don't know. We still learning ourselves. We still learning who we are as a person. So how do we expect ourselves to really truly know somebody else? We can get to grow to know them. We can get to understand them. But to fully, truly know someone, that's going to be difficult, hard. And that's where it comes to growing and understanding one another and finding out. Now, you will find out what a person, like their character early on. I think you will find out, like I said, sometimes you will find out a lot within those first few conversations. But that comes with time and really learning, like, okay, this is what I've been through. I don't want to go through it no more. This is what I paid attention to in my past relationships. I don't want to go through that no more. So again, to each his own with how you develop, how you feel towards someone or whomever you with, or which way you decide to go with any relationship. But to fully get to know someone, I personally think that's a hard task. Because we're still learning ourselves. We're still growing. Like we said, we have to heal and we have to take our time for ourselves to find out who we are as a person. Because it's like, I realized one time, I'm like, I thought I healed. I thought I knew who I was, but I wasn't really loving myself because I tolerated things that I shouldn't have, So again, it's about learning yourself and attempting to get to know a person and fully understand them. But, I just hear stories all the time of people being married for years and they end up having a whole family in another country somewhere, so it's just like, I don't know. That's just my intake. I mean, again, that's just how I see different things or whatever.
Interesting. Very interesting. I see.
And JC said, Jessica, tired isn't an excuse to lose your self-respect as a woman. It happens. No, I'm saying that women are tired of, no, it shouldn't make you lose your self-respect. Now I'm speaking on from what I see, because I do look at different things on social media, especially like Instagram and stuff. Women are tired of dealing with men doing the same thing. So, like I said before, you can have a friend here. That doesn't mean you having sexual intercourse with all of them. That doesn't mean that. That doesn't mean you're going around laying and sleeping up with all of them. So, if I have 5 dudes I'm talking to on the phone, I ain't meeting up with them each and every night, going to sleep with them. I'm not doing that. I still have respect for myself, but at the same time, I'm conversating with you. If you ain't who I want to talk to, we not talking no more. So Joe Blow may win. It's a game, not a game, but you know what I'm saying? It's like
it's a game. Girl said it's a game.
It's not a game, but at this point in time, it's like with me tired of putting my eggs all in one basket.
And not knowing what you're gonna get.
Pouring myself into one person consistently and not getting refilled. So
until you and I'm just asking this for clarification, right? So it's a game, right? Until you find that one that you want to just put all your eggs into that basket, right? And then you put all your eggs into that basket, right? With that one person.
Yes, until I find that one person. Then,
but what if?
What if
it still ain't what you thought it was gonna be? So
then I'm not stuck with nobody.
You're not. No. Which goes back again. You're not stuck. Well, what if you walk down that aisle? You know what I'm saying? Would you walk down the aisle? Would you ever want to walk down the aisle? Do you think you will?
Oh, yes, I do. I do want to walk down. I do, but at the same time, we don't know what we're dealing with. We were dealing with relationships, and that's the honest truth.
So you're not.
We don't know what,
married.
huh?
So you're not against getting married?
No, not at all. Okay. No, I'm just saying when women get like, I'm tired, but that don't mean I'm sleeping around losing respect for myself. Like, I'm tired of going through the same thing with individuals. So that's what I mean. But I'm tired. I'm tired of giving my all and not getting back, because I know how my loyalty runs. I know who I am as a person. That ain't making me lose my self-respect in no shape, form, or fashion. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I meant by women are getting tired of dealing with the same things with men, and we're just tired of having to do it all. That's what I'm saying. We're tired of having to just do it all.
And that part, I can second the part about having to do it all. That part, I can say that, because when I say tired, girl, I can sit up here some days, I'm like, you know what? Come on now. Come on. It has to get better. It has to. Don't know when, but it has to, and it got to be better. And I was saying the other day, like, my son, he a teenager, man. Like, I feel like he a baby again. Like, why am I doing all this? Dude, come with it. Man, get up. Yeah. So I can see that. I know that's a child, I get it. But when you're dealing with a grown person, and sometimes it's the other way around. I've seen, again, where it's the other way around, and a man doing it all, and a woman ain't doing nothing.
Right.
Help me out. So it's not just that. So again, I've seen that. But I think, again, being equally yoked and being in there as y'all are helping each other. I know before they said the woman is the helpmate, but again, the man can be the helpmate. Again, it's just being equally yoked, equally balanced. Giving, you both contributing and pouring into each other in the relationship, because you don't want to tap out or feel that one is giving more. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just balancing each other out. That's very, very important. I feel. So again, you're not looking back and be like, darn, I lost myself. And I often see too where like a relationship may end. And then you see, on social media, like, dang, I'm free. I can finally be me. I'm like, well, darn, who were you during this last time? You know what I'm saying? Again, I feel like you should still be able to be yourself while you are in a relationship.
Right.
Be yourself. Right. But if it does cause you to change who you are or alter who you are, that's not good. And I mean, again, depending on what it was you're altering. But again, I still don't think it's good, because if you get out of a relationship, now you can be free and you being yourself. Come on, like, you got one life to live. One life to live, But we got to respect each other and respect each other's boundaries too. So
right.
I feel. Yeah. So where we at with the comments, girl? We had an inappropriate comment on there. I had to hide it. Some dude told me look at the cucumber, Jessica, or something, but I hid that because we girl, some dude, I don't know. He tuned in from somewhere. I don't know.
I didn't even pay attention.
Yeah, I hid that. We don't do inappropriate stuff like that. So I hid that comment. Somebody, Jessica, did you see my cucumber or something? I don't know. It was very inappropriate, so I hid it. We don't do that on my site, y'all.
Yeah,
so
definitely not.
Yeah, I hid it.
Not.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I didn't see it because it would have been a hoe. It would have been, yeah.
Yeah, so I hid it. Yeah, I hid it. So, and then so what's the next one? He said, "What the heck? This dude is tripping on here."
Mm-hmm.
And then First Lady said, "Good evening, good evening."
Good evening.
And Toriana said, "Preach, Jess." And Mika said, "Women moving like the world is moving." So
Can't step your game up.
okay, all right, okay,
Right.
like that. Okay, so men step your game up. All right, true.
Oh,
step
I
up.
thought she, girl, I'm thinking she talking about Ken and like Ken is Ken and Barbie.
That's what I thought too when you read it. I'm like, okay, Ken, what he? Okay, he real. So men step your game up. So women are moving like the world. So men step your game up. So hey, that's notice. She put y'all on blast. Y'all men better step it up because we ain't letting up off your neck.
Right.
And First Lady said, "Amen." JC said false. Run it back, JC. What you saying false about? Because I think we kind of got lost in the sauce with the translation. So
yeah.
And then JC said, "We can't make you do nothing you don't want to do."
Mm-hmm.
And then Miss Pamela, hey Miss Pamela, she said, "Why do women feel like there's something wrong with the women if you're not in a relationship?" Ooh, right now I am single but truly happy. Man,
right.
Glad she brought that up. Embrace
Right.
it. And it's nothing wrong if you're not in a relationship.
Nothing.
Sometimes that's where the most peace come in.
Right.
That's you truly find yourself.
Right.
Find what you like, what you don't like.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waking up in the bed, wake up when you want to, ain't gotta worry about what I'm on. Oh my God. There's nothing wrong. I think so many people are embracing it now.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with going to the movies by yourself or going to Starbucks by yourself.
Right.
I used to do that so much. I love it. I'll do it by myself. I mean, now I got my grandbaby. But he don't go to Starbucks with me yet, but he my little sidekick sometimes. But I miss it. So, but nothing is wrong with that. I think we have to embrace that.
Nothing is wrong with that.
And I think
some people think like if you single, it's something wrong with you. It's nothing wrong with you. Nothing at all.
Fall in love with yourself.
Right.
I think again, once we love ourselves and we can fall in love with ourselves, we know what we want. You know, we can better let somebody else or be able to show somebody else like what it is and how we want to be loved. You know,
right.
Not that you got to show them, but again, we definitely know what we want and we won't settle. Nothing at all. Oh my God.
Right.
No. And then too, I mean, come on now, like I go on about that. We're gonna leave that right there. But anyways, yes, Miss Pamela, she's single and happy, and I got a song for that, but I ain't gonna play that right now. I sent it to you, Miss Pamela, because that song on point, man. Just to know which one it is. First Lady says she laughing. And then Tanika says, "Now, Willie, I have to give respect to some men that do their thing now. But I want to see if a man sent a woman on a 1-month vacation with kids, dogs, cheerleading practice, football, homework, cooking, cleaning. Can they handle it? Man, don't be calling us, asking us what to do. Figure it out."
Right.
We don't call y'all men all the time when we have to be the fixer-upper women. Can a man hold down the fort? And that don't mean take the kids to your family. Oh my gosh. I want you to do it. And then you will understand why we be, hold on. Okay, got it. Yeah. Man.
A man don't. They don't. I had someone. Right. I had a patient. She was in the hospital. She had to be in the hospital, so her husband was there at home with the kid. She said her husband was ready for her to come home.
Just for that. She couldn't even heal properly. Come on. Couldn't even get the care. Come on.
Right. I said, I understand. No,
Yes.
Nuh-uh.
And how many hats? How many hats is that? You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
A
Again, when
lot.
you look
It's
at
a
that,
lot.
when you
It's
look
a
at
lot of hats.
it is. And then not to mention again where if you have no help and you're doing it. And I know some people are like, well, why did you choose to become a single mother? A lot of people don't choose to become anything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I remember who choose?
Nobody.
I don't know many people that do choose. I don't.
Mhm.
But in reality, if you are given those cards or that's the hand you dealt, you do the best you can. We're all out here trying to
Right.
do the best we can, you know. And at
Yeah.
times, shoot, doing the best you can gonna have you being that, and you may become a little aggressive. You may come
Mhm.
whatever, but at the same time, us women gotta know how to put on our feminine side, right? And you have a man that come in that want to lead. Let that man lead. Go back in the
Right.
order that it was in the church, right? The head,
Mhm.
God, the man, the woman, and the kids. Allow that to happen because if not, you may miss out on your blessing. But the man
Right.
got to be willing and know his place, right? Because if a man don't know where he going, how can he lead? The man got to
Right.
first know where he going.
Right.
How he gonna lead
Right.
you to destruction? He ain't gonna lead you where
Mhm.
you need to go. Come on now,
Right.
everybody ain't meant to lead. So again, don't be having this. Oh, I'm gonna have a man come up me. He's gonna lead you. How is he leading himself? Come on.
Right.
So at the end of the day, don't just have y'all ladies don't be having just don't any man come up in there somebody he gonna lead you. No, no.
Right.
See what his
If he
life is.
can't, if he can't lead himself, he definitely can't lead you.
Girl, that thank you. So again, you got to get back in that order. And once you get
Yeah.
back in that order, then I think from there stuff could possibly it will line up. I'm not gonna say could, it will line up. So again, and that'll take a lot of the weight off of us women. Again, we were never designed for us women to have to do all this. Never designed when a man was taken out of the home from being the leader, from being the head, you know. But life, the way the world is, the way it's set up, we kind of, you know, forced our black men out of the home and put them in other situations, and they kind of stayed in those situations. But we do got some men that are stepping up, and they're doing a hell of a job. Some men do being man raising these kids
Yeah.
better than females, you know. Some, but
Mhm.
the percentage of that is very small. So
Yeah.
again, like she said, like let us give you this whole list of stuff. Let's see how you do without calling us, you know.
Right.
But
Right.
again, I think if more men did step up and say, hey, you know, I'm gonna be active. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna take the world off where you sit down and you do just
Yeah.
do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's when we can sit back and be like, you know what? Shh, I just want to be a female. And I remember saying it in my marriage, like, oh, I'm tired of doing all this. I just want to be the woman.
Definitely, like I said, I want to step into my soft girl era. Like I don't want to be
Yes.
mad. I don't want to be angry. I just want to really enjoy like I really want to be in my soft girl era. Like now, I try not to let stuff bother me. I'm just like whatever, whatever.
Yeah.
And my phone dry, so I ain't got to worry about none of that.
None, girl, none.
None of that, y'all. I can tell y'all how many calls I had or text messages I had in one day. Sometimes I don't have none, but hey,
Oh,
I'm
you
just
focus.
like,
Yes. Yes. You focus. Yes. You ever had it? Who you talking to, girl? Who calling your phone?
right,
But
nobody.
that part. So yeah. And First Lady said, Jessica, you right. And then Latrice says, to me personally, it's a turn off if a guy asks me about sex in the first conversation. It's a turn off to me too. First conversation and first night.
Yeah.
We ain't even going there. Like
Right.
I don't even like you no more. If
Right.
I did like you, if I thought I liked you, I don't even like you no more. It's a turn off.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, because it's more to whatever than that. Like, let me get to know you to see if I like
Right.
you first, you know, because it's more of that. Because again, at the end of the day, when all that's done, what is next? What's next? If it's a relationship that you're after, you know, again, some people may just want to have sex and move on to the next thing, but what are you after? You know, so yeah. I think it's Crystal. She said, but how do we know if the low will or won't be lying if we can't and won't let a man lead? We were just kind of saying that some women got so used to being alone, independent, and in control that we don't know that a man can be a big stepper. That is so
and
true.
That's true. And I had to learn that, and I learned that because I had to learn. We were at a family function somewhere, but I was taking all my belongings to the car. So it was the guy that was there. He was like, I'll help you get there. And I was like, no, I got it. And I'm like, I have to learn to step aside, and somebody say they want to do it for me, let them do it. But I'm just so, like Crystal said, you get so used to being independent and doing it, like having 5 bags of groceries in both hands, with the baby on the shoulder, with the baby bag going in the house. Because you don't want to make several trips back and forth. You just become like that person. But and I think sometimes by letting them lead is like they can be a big stepper, but I need more than just somebody. I need somebody mentally, spiritually, emotionally, all of that to be able
Yes.
to lead. Like it has to be like a well-rounded to be able
Well-rounded
to
in
lead.
all areas. That is
Mm-hmm.
so true because if you,
Mm-hmm.
yes, oh my gosh, yes, because it go back to if you're not, where are you leading me to? Where are you
Mm-hmm.
leading me to? Again,
Right.
it's more than that. So hold on one second, y'all. All right, we good. We're gonna go to more comments. Jessica, you got it?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Swartz said you shouldn't talk to multiple people at once, Jessica. That's my opinion. Put all your eggs into one basket, I believe. So if I put my eggs all into one basket with pretty much the people beforehand, why should I continue to? And the reason why I'm saying that is because I could have missed out on someone that was truly for me in the mixture of all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning that maybe I stayed around too long in other relationships, or maybe I just became comfortable. Or so, what's your opinion? Why do you think I should have continue to put all my eggs in one basket?
Okay, inquiry minds want to know. That's good. Why should she have not put all her eggs in one basket? So, do you think by you putting your eggs in multiple baskets, are you able to really invest or really find out what the person is about, or find out what the people are about? Maybe you're spread out.
Because I'm gonna just say, for instance,
Okay.
like recent conversations that I've had with guys,
Okay.
I cut them. I mean, if their conversation is on the same level that I'm on, I don't no longer talk to them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So what I meant by
Always time and
I
energy.
know how my loyalty is, and like I said, I was pouring myself so much into that one basket.
Yeah,
My basket was empty. I was ran dry. You know, so that's why I say I cannot
any red flag.
Right. To continue to go that route is what I'm saying.
Okay, I got you. And Mika's saying, oh God, we tired of the bullshit. That's what she wants to say. We tired.
Right.
We tired. We tired. Say it, girl. We tired. Come with it or don't come. Come with it or don't come. Don't waste our time. And that's for the ladies too with the men. Y'all come. Everybody, we're gonna either come or we not gonna come. Point blank. Ain't nobody got time to waste.
Right.
So come with it. State your intention, what you want. If you want a relationship, you want one. If you just want to go have coffee, you want to have coffee. You just want somebody to occupy you at a dance. If you want a pretty person by you, if you just want
phone conversation
to lay up, let that person know what you want.
Right.
And if they with it, they with it. If they not, they not. We ain't living in a world where what is your intention? Don't waste my time. Time is valuable.
Right.
Time is valuable. And don't come here promising stuff and you can't deliver. If you cannot deliver, I'm
and that's where I'm at. Like, time is valuable.
Huh?
I said that's where I'm at. Time is valuable.
It is, girl. You can't get back time. Ain't nobody got time to waste. No. No. And you coming here promising stuff, I will call you on your BS. So let's not do it. You won't have an issue. So again, Mika said it. We tired of it. And men tired too. So y'all ladies, don't be doing all this for this man and you can't deliver. No. Come with it.
Right.
Come with it. We all got to. JC said, Jessica, I like your explanation. I get it.
Thank you.
Got it. All right. Tanika said, yes, that part. Willie did the laughing. All right, we get somewhere. Pamela said, exactly. I can move on my time.
Yes.
And that's what it's about, moving on our time. Again, that says a lot too. When you ain't got to be in no rush and somebody having a whole attitude, clocking where you at, you late. Oh, what's that noise? Man, are you serious? Like you give me I need to breathe a minute.
And I just seen a video, right? I don't want to cut y'all, but the man got pulled over for speeding. So his wife called on his app. It might have been just his girlfriend called on the Apple iPhone. No, on the phone. So, girl, he literally on the back of the police car with his hands on the police car. The police behind him talking, and she's still on the phone. I hear a woman back there. So the police officer said, put her on the phone, put her on the FaceTime. So he put her on FaceTime. And so she looking in the camera, she said, that ain't no man. She's still telling him that ain't a man.
I can't.
Girl, and then so the police officer, Lord, he felt so sorry for the man. He said, you know what? He said, just don't speed no more. He said, you got enough problems to deal with. I'm going to let you
Okay.
go.
This is too much. You got to deal with psycho when you get home. Go on and go. That's crazy.
That is so, girl, it was so funny.
And the stress that all this FaceTime has put on us. Girl, it's like, oh my God. And whatever, they want to call at an instant. Okay. Are you serious? What's that behind you?
Yes.
It's my curtains. You see them? My curtains. No, it ain't. Oh my God.
Right.
Deal with it. Come correct.
And listen, don't call nobody by mistake. If you call by mistake, I'm gonna be listening to the whole phone, my ear to the phone like.
Who called about?
You know how people mistakenly call you, like if you dealing with somebody and they call you or butt dial you by mistake or you're dialing them by mistake and they don't know you, they done called you. And they somewhere, whatever, you're gonna listen to the whole time to see who you hear in the background.
Girl, I know. Okay, see if you hear another girl, that's funny. Oh my God. That's too funny. Willie said, listen, people. He said, listen, people are people, men or women. I guess it's up to each individual person to make better relationship choices. And that's true.
Right.
That's true. We know what we want. Don't know what we want. We know if we want to be happy. We know if we want to be miserable. We know if we want toxicity. We know if we like love bombing, if we want to cohabitate, if we want marriage, if we want to date. What is it you want? Are you going to settle? Are you not going to settle? What is it you want?
And that's the thing. When you've been through stuff before, that's your opportunity to learn.
That is true.
You know, with every situation, I'm a believer that you learn something from anything that you go through in life. You learn something. So, you know, sometimes if you still make the same choices, you're going to get the same results. So, hey.
That is so true.
Willie said exactly. I would definitely eat by myself and entertain myself. I do it on a regular. I know that's right.
That's true. And we say, I'm not afraid to eat alone. I know what I bring to the table. That's what it says. And I remember I read that years ago. And I'm like, okay, I got it. I like that. I like that. And that's true. So Will, I see what you're saying. Okay. All right. Pamela, what happened, honey? Hold on. What did we do? No, okay, right there. Pamela said, okay, send it. All right. Like it. And then Tanika said,
Willie said.
What'd you say?
That's Willie talking to Tanika.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay. Willie said, Tanika, I done did it all of the time too. But we all ain't built the same. You gotta know my story. See, he one of those men that have done it. You know what I'm saying? And again, I've known other men that have done that. It's like, dang. And the female just, woo. I'm like, dang, y'all kind of.
And that's the thing too. Like, you know, we talked about too, like with women that may, like they have a father that may want to be in a child's life, right? But the women keep that child from seeing, like they really want to be involved with that child's life, and it's like, y'all gotta stop acting like that. Like, let that man be a part of that child's life, or let him do, if he want to do it, let him do it. Like,
stop trying to dictate everything. Yes,
right.
Oh my God, some women wish that they, like they had that. Come on now. Come on. So again, unless if they're causing harm or whatever to that child, like let them have that relationship with that child.
Right.
So yes. And then Mika saying, I know what I want, so I'm waiting on God to send the right fit for me. And if I have to wait a year or two, then so be it. Because I'm enjoying my peace and I'm learning what I want and preparing myself for whomever God sends my way.
Yes.
Wow, girl. And that right there. And again, I think so a lot of times God will bless you when you're not looking. It's like, okay, boom, I'm finding myself. I'm living my life. I am, walking in my purpose, walking in my will, Got it. Because again, so yeah, I like that. Waiting on God. You see. And Keela says, understanding who you are, what you want, and do not settle. You deserve to be happy.
Yes.
And that is so true. And that is what it is, understanding who you are. You got to understand that first. I agree. Yes. Exactly. And then DeMarcus says, do you think that it will be hard for men to get a woman that been single for a while, being that she became independent? Woo!
Yes, I do. I really do. After being single for a while, you develop a time where you just don't. Sometimes you just don't want to be bothered. Like you don't want to be bothered. You don't want to deal with nobody. You don't want to learn nobody. You don't want to go through the whole situation. It's just that you have your peace, and then you see things that be going on. It's like I don't want to deal with that. Like it's not saying that you are going to deal with that, but then you just have in your mind like I really don't want to deal with that. And I think it becomes harder for a man to break down that barrier, that wall, and develop the trust, get into the trust or whatever. So I think it's important with consistency. Like if you're approaching a female that has been single for a while and she said, well, I haven't dealt with nobody or been with nobody for a while, some years or whatever, you have to be consistent. The moment you break that consistency and not showing who you are, it's like that person will be like, they gotta deal with you.
It's not working. No. I'm going back in hibernation mode and I'm at peace. Yes.
Right. Exactly. I agree.
I agree. Because now it's like, okay, what's going to disturb my peace? Like I'm good,
Right.
For what? Like I'm good. And I think again, like you said, we are independent. We have been doing it on our own. What can you bring to the table? What can you contribute? What can you do to help me? So that way it's not a burden. And not saying relationships are a burden because it's not, but you got to bring something and then you do have to be consistent. And you have to continue to be consistent. And also offering the security.
Right.
The security and the transparency. The reassurance, all of that has to come. And a lot of times it's okay, you got to work harder, but if she's worth it, you got to work harder. And not that the wall will come down eventually, and it may come down
not
slow.
That general come all that what you doing all day every day.
Girl, what you doing 30 times a day? Are you serious? What you doing?
Right.
You doing the same thing I've been doing. What you doing?
Right, because it gets to the point you just look at the phone and throw it over to the side.
I gotta be asking what you doing takes after that. Girl, the one that gets me, good morning, beautiful, my magnificent queen. Look here.
Right. Shoot, probably got a chain. Look, probably got a chain message. You just go down and select. Good morning, beautiful, send everybody.
Remember about 5 years ago you said that you like, girl. I was like, oh, that's what they do. You like, some people, girl, that's a chain message. That's what they do. Yeah, good morning, beautiful, my magnificent queen. Oh, girl. Okay. Yeah, but I think it is harder to date a independent woman, especially if she's been single, because she's been doing it on her own. But I don't think it's pointless to try though.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Lay down those walls, you're gonna be happy.
Yeah, because the female may be ready. Like, okay, I'm ready to try another relationship. So it may not even be that difficult. She may be at a point where she's ready and open to try something.
Okay.
I mean, try something, but
know what you mean. Girl. not on live. Oh. Girl, I can't. Girl, my eyes got super big. Oh my god. Nigga say I'm real. And she put the real. The double real.
Real.
She real aggressive right now. Girl, ain't nobody gonna come near you, girl.
Right. Because she put the real.
Ready.
Girl.
I've been snapping. But she's in her moment where she's finding herself, and that's important.
Right.
It's very important. Go through that moment, and once you do get over that moment, I said, when you find peace, you're gonna know that you found peace, because the feeling of peace, when it comes amongst you, you're gonna know. And I remember that moment when I had my peace moment. I was like, this is what it feels like. Wow, I was missing it. Okay, it's just unexplainable. So Akila said that part, and she said in that order. And she said, culture has made people think women supposed to lead, but God designed men to lead. And that is so true. We were never, not no. And then JC says, some women run off a good man trying to lead them because they will not get out of their own way and miss their blessing.
That's true.
That's true. But on another note too, you have some women that want the man to lead, but the man won't step up to lead, JC. Now I want you to help me with this one, okay?
Right.
So the woman has no choice but to get in that role and lead. She should not have to, but if she don't, what's going to happen to the family structure?
Right.
Now that's a sad case. But
yeah, that is very sad.
It is very sad because again, want the man to lead, But I think it goes back to where we said that all men can't lead, right? Because you try to follow, you want your man to lead, but where he gonna lead you to? So in that case, I mean, come on now. But it was never meant to be that way. Never meant to be that way. Never. So if you go back to the order, God, the man, the woman, the kids, you know? And the Bible talks about a virtuous woman, you know? And it goes into that, you know? But we're not speaking. Anyways. Yeah. So anyways. And then she said across the board. And Latrice says, I agree, Jessica. I want to be soft too, but these guys make us be hard.
Tell us about it. They're making it very hard. Lord Jesus.
Soft girl. We need to work on that. And so I'm saying that talking to multiple dudes or women at once while trying to get to know them isn't cool because you're not really focused. I guess he's going back to the question I guess
about the eggs earlier. Basket.
Yeah, I think that's what it's about. And then she said, don't laugh at me, but I want to know, how do y'all feel about the term different women bring out different results in men? Like, how did you get him to go ice skate?
And I think so. And like I said, I be watching, I think it was on TikTok. So the guy was on the zip line at Vegas, you know, the one that go across when we went downtown to, what's the name of that street? Well, anyway.
Fairmont, something like that. Yeah, Fairmont.
Fairmont Street, yeah. So he didn't do zip lining at all, but he said his wife is a daredevil. Like, she likes things sporadically, you know. So she talked him into going on the zip line, and he did it. So she brought out that side in him, like something that he would never do, but he's willing to do it because I think it's because of his love for her, you know, that he's willing to do it, but he knows that she likes to do that thing. But it was so funny because he screamed the whole time like a girl.
Oh, wow.
It was so funny. But I do, and I think sometimes the lady, she went viral one time because she's in a polygamy whatever relationship. So she's got 2 husbands. So she was saying that one guy brings out, he's like the party type or whatever, and the other guy is like a more conservative type. So I honestly think that's the same thing when it comes to men. Like, they have a female that's like, I'm gonna just say, for instance, if a girl like to smoke and drink, and he's a smoker and a drinker, so he has somebody that has that side of him. Then he has the one that's, I'm gonna just say, for instance, when Tanika was talking about that cook and clean and stay home or whatever, so he has that side. So I think that a woman a man brings out different sides in a man, and the same thing as a woman. I think that's very true.
Yeah. And I think too, with that said too, I guess it depends on too, like say it's a different relationship, right? And you often hear that, well, this man was not this while he was with me, but then he get in a whole different relationship and now he's all of this, right? Right. So I do believe that, again, given the right, I can't say a different situation, different climate, different environment, he can be a different person. And the same with the female, you know, again, and it could just be that season as well, you know, or again, like, hey, I really wasn't this person there for whatever reason, I don't know. So I do believe that. I do believe different women can bring out different results in men and vice versa.
And I think too that, like, I'm gonna just say, like, if the woman that brings out the better side in a man, if they split or go to separate ways, they miss that woman because they brought out a side of them that they love the most. You know what I'm saying? So I do think that a man do miss the woman that brings out that better side because, you know, at a time and point, and I know what some people don't, but I think like certain things get old over time, you know. So I think that too, that they miss the person at some point.
Right, I better side, you know, open their eyes to different stuff, right? Like, dang, I didn't know that. I didn't see it this way.
Right.
You know, be my peace. I always say, you know, people, I want somebody to be my peace. Well, how can I be your peace? How can they be your peace when you ain't being my peace? We got to be each other's peace.
Right.
Again, let's see how it's gonna work, so that way we both can be each other's peace, and we can, you know, balance each other out and allow each other to grow in all ways and contribute. So, and then Mika says, laugh out loud. We know we be in love with Mr. Wrong. Laugh out loud. Now I'm just having fun. And that is so true. That song Mary say, I love my Mr. Wrong. Ooh, Mr. Right, Mr. Wrong, right? Man, but this be the ones that you be coming back later, but that Mr. Wrong have you with them soul ties, have you talking about, oh my. Yeah. I knew better, but I didn't do better. I should have got out when I could have. And Mika said, DeMarcus, living life Smith, I think you will have to find that independent lady soft spot and start communicating with her first. Then you just may luck up. Good point. And Akila said, need to be some reciprocity.
Definitely, yeah.
Yes. And he said, you're right about Topeka. And he says, you are his helpmate where they may be lacking, especially if he's trying. And that is so true. That's so true. I think too, again, where we are helping, or if somebody is trying, again, we got to motivate and encourage,
Right.
Motivate and encourage, because it could be, again, lack of knowledge. If it's lack of knowledge and we're here trying to help each other build and help each other grow, we don't give up. We just keep trying. But if a person is not showing any interest or not showing any motivation, like, come on.
And when a person is trying to, don't just continue to knock them down.
Oh my gosh, that's one of the big thing. Come on.
Right.
No.
Right. Like, continue to build them up. Don't knock them down. If they trying, like, be happy, thankful that they are trying.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. And then Akila says, relationships are like bank accounts. Deposits need to be made in order to withdraw when accounts are in the red.
Yes.
That the negative responses that occur on the flip deposits are to be positives. I agree. I agree.
Yes.
And Latrice says, I was talking to an ex and he said that he was glad I learned something from him. And I said, okay, but what did you learn from me? He said, I learned a lot from you, but I won't tell you. Why can't guys just tell what they learned from an ex? Girl, you know why? You know why? He's about to learn a whole lot from you, but he don't want you to know. And that's sad. That is just so sad. So sad.
Yeah. I don't know.
Guys, chime in on that. Why don't y'all want to give the woman their props?
Right. I think just because they don't want. I don't know. I can't answer that because I don't know.
I mean, I got a response, but I don't know if it's right. So I want to hear from a male perspective. Y'all males chime in on that. So if a woman has contributed to your life, enhanced your life, taught you a few things, why don't you all give her props?
I think that's where the pride come in again.
Well, why?
Tamika said it, their pride. Huh?
But why? Why
they don't want to say,
hey, thank you for contributing to my life. You made a big impact. Why? How's that gonna hurt? How?
They don't want it. They just don't want to get that compliment. It's just something. They just too prideful. Wow. They just too prideful.
Yeah, go somewhere with the pride.
Right.
How about that? I mean, we start contributing then we're gonna be wrong for not contributing. Catch 22.
Right.
So I love a man that can express himself. Like, tell me what you want. Tell me how you feel. Tell me how I'm making you feel.
That's another thing too with the pride is that they don't want to tap. I'm not gonna say tap into their feminine side, their soft side. They don't want their soft side. They don't want, and I think that a man needs to do that to understand a woman, like to understand where a woman is coming from,
or just maybe just to understand themselves. Because I'm not gonna say a woman.
Right.
Because again, everybody has feelings. So even just to understand themselves.
Yeah, to understand, but I'm just speaking like with relationships, it's like with the pride thing, they're letting the pride get in the way because they want to, like Willie said, they were taught to be hard and be, not cry. So they need to tap into their softer side to understand like, okay, this is how she's feeling. This is where she's coming from with that, because that's where that lack of communication, I think, messes up, because they don't understand. Like, they just think that we complaining all the time, but really our feelings may be hurt behind something, like I need you to understand that and not continue to do the same thing over and over again. I just think with that.
That's true. So let's go back to the comments. So DeMarcus said, good answer for the men that's looking. 14-year relationship for married. That is awesome. And that's a blessing. That is a blessing.
And DeMarcus, their relationship to me is a compatible, like a match, the
Mhm.
perfect match related to me. They're my family, Him and Darian. So I think they are a perfect match in my eyes.
Congratulations. And that right there says a lot. You know,
Yes.
14 years together, 4 married. Come on. You don't see that often. And that's
No.
good. So, yep, keep doing it. Keep showing people what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
Be a testimony. Those others,
Yeah.
can look at it and be like, dang, like, wow, they're really doing it. That's really,
Yeah.
really good. So, yeah. And Tamika said, their pride. JC said, I can't speak for all men, but it's ego and a lack of appreciation for giving them their props, make them feel weak. Wow. There you go, Latrice. The men have spoken. And that's sad though, because again, like, come on, just you gave him his props, like, give me my props. Again, it's not that you're even looking for props, but again, what does it hurt? So you each poured into each other during the relationship. Like, what does it hurt to say thank you or
Ooh.
whatever it is?
Yeah.
What does it hurt? You being real considerate, girl. You going to the side to drink? I'm right here in the front drinking and
No,
eating.
girl, because I keep having a tickle in my throat. That's why I want to cough on the
Woo,
No,
so
I ain't got
funny.
nothing in my cup. I ain't got nothing but some lemonade.
I'm just saying, you still going to the side, being all like lady light to the side, drinking. Okay. I'm like, okay. So Mika says women are more sensitive creatures, so men aren't always going to understand us, just like we are always going to understand men.
Yeah.
That's what that we all have to work at it. It's a learning process and growing. It is. And it goes back to, like, what is it? The book, men are from, what is it? Venus, women are from Mars, right? Like, it is work.
Men are from Mars. I thought it was.
Men are from Mars, women are from Venus.
Yeah.
Let me look it up. I think you're right. You're right. So yes, we speak different languages, pretty much, but again, we do have to put in the work. And it doesn't stop.
That comes with understanding too that you're not going to get someone to understand your thought process completely, and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just understanding, like, and that's, I think, sometimes we're compromising, as long as it's a good compromising, to say, okay, I agree with you on this, to come to a happy medium.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
And that is true. And compromise, and a lot of people can't compromise. They don't know how to compromise. It's either their way or the highway.
Right.
You have to be willing to compromise in a relationship to make it work.
Mm-hmm.
So it can go that speaks volume.
Right.
Yeah, compromise, sacrificing. So no, we have gone way over. We started at 7:30. We're supposed to be at 8:30. It's now 9:40. We can go on and on and on and on. Oh, before the market said, yeah, his pride was too high.
Yes.
So Latrice, I hope you're still on. I hope you got it. So that's probably what it was. But hopefully he can kind of, like, tuck that pride away and be like,
right.
Because again, that chip on the shoulder, I mean, it ain't gonna get you far. Like, come on, I don't know. I don't get it. I really don't. And it says a lot when a person can express themselves. It really does. It says a lot about that person when they can truly express themselves.
Mm-hmm.
It says a lot. So I think, again, we always have to dig deep and be able to communicate.
Mm-hmm.
Communicate.
Right.
JC said, hold on, what did I just do? He said, another thing, people are selfish, and you can't have that. That is, my God, that's true.
No. Not in a relationship.
No. But no, some people just don't want to give. It's like, this way or that way. Come on, like,
right.
Balance. And how do you balance? If you got one person that's just truly selfish, I don't know. How do you do that?
Yep.
Do you think you can be with somebody, Jessica, that's just selfish? Like,
no, me either. No.
I'm like really trying to think at the same time. Like, no. Do you think you're selfish in a relationship?
No, I don't think I'm selfish in a relationship. I know I'm not, because I give myself too much.
Yeah. Me too. Like, overly give sometimes.
Right.
You sit back and you be questioning yourself, like, dang, like, did I really just? Yeah. Your downfall. Swartz says, I have no problem on giving the ex props. Women mature much faster than men. a man learns plenty from women.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So that's one man there that has no problem giving his ex a shout out that, hey, boom, y'all. I like that. That says a lot about him. It really does. So that's good stuff. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then too, and women do, it has been shown that women do mature faster than men, but at the same time, that goes to show too that if a man are not like the age may be there, and women may think, okay, he's 18 or 20 or 30 or 40, so he's ready to be in a relationship. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's not mature enough to be there, but the man got to recognize that, hey, I'm not ready to do this or move to that level,
Right.
Yeah. Oh, Tashawn, hey, I didn't realize she was on. She said, enjoy it, ladies.
Tashawn.
Hey, we enjoyed you too.
Thank you for joining. Yes.
And then JC said, building each other up is important. And it is. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. I know where the couples were out and they were taking pictures of each other, right? And they're like, okay, when the woman take the picture, the man gonna do whatever. She might take one or two, but when the guy take the picture, he gonna be all down, making sure he get all the girl angles. He gonna be hyping his woman up, right? I was like, you know what? That's what's up,
Yeah.
But he building her up. Women, we got to build our men up too, and I'm sure that we do in other areas. But again, building each other up in whatever area that needs to be built up is so important. And it's not one side; it has to be both. Okay.
Yes.
So one cannot just be pouring into one, and the other one is not getting poured into. You have to do it both. Okay. Right. So again, and you in this ear saying blah 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 blah, but I can't even come to you and talk to you about this or say anything because you're gonna tune me out. Like you gotta balance each other out.
Right.
You have to. So that's a very, very good point, JC.
Yes.
And then Akila says, you definitely have to put in the work. Married 10 years, together 12, compromise, communicate, and definitely keep God first.
Yes.
Say it. And that's a blessing as well. Dang. Yes. See, we got people on here that have, they're walking the walk. Like, so if there was ever any doubt, I know we said dating. Who does that? Is anybody doing that? We got people, they have dated, but they have surpassed that. These people married, they living this life.
Right. Yes.
So it can be done. So hey,
they can, yes.
They're doing it.
Yes.
Giving hope to those who want to go there. And that's so
hope.
So you know what, y'all? So my best friend on this other end, right there. I'm gonna right now. I'm declaring and I am decreeing. I'm calling it out. Right, I'm speaking it into existence. She gonna get married in about. I'm gonna give it 3 years, and I'm only gonna do 3 years because I'm stretching it. But I'm gonna be in a wedding. I have not been in a wedding other than my own, which was 20-some years ago. And like I said, I'm divorced now. So anyways,
you have been in a wedding.
Who wedding?
It was in Shanika wedding.
No, I was supposed to be at Shanika wedding, but I went to her wedding.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Nika, if you on here, girl, you need a do-over. Because you should have, girl. That's when I had first found out about my medical thing. And
okay.
Yeah, but anyways, no. So 3 years, I'm giving you 3 years. 3 years, I will be in your wedding.
Give me 3 years.
Only 3. So hey, y'all, my girl, she's single. I'm going to sell her.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay, I'm going to stop it. But I ain't selling her, but 3 years she going to be married, and I'm going to be in a wedding. So I got 3 years to get it together. I got 3 years to get my speech together. I got 3 years. Yeah, I'm ready, girl. I'm ready.
You ready?
Yeah. But I can't sell. I can't do that, though.
What?
I was going to sell
no.
you, like.
No.
Why? I got to pray about it.
Yes.
Okay.
Give it to God.
That's why I went wrong. I got you now. My bad. So, just entertainment. But, yeah, I'm going to give it to God. I'm 3 years. I'm really going to. I don't know where it's going to be, but I'm going to be there. So, we will not disclose the location, but I will be there. And y'all will know I'm there. Trust me.
Woo, yes, you will be there front and center.
Front and center. I'm going to be right there. Wherever I'm going to be right there next to you. I don't know where.
Front and center.
Oh, okay, I'm just saying wherever.
I'm going to be in the front, and then the city going to be in the front and center.
So I'm excited, y'all. Hey. Yeah. Okay, so the Marcus say, before y'all go, what's y'all opinion on dating sites? Oh, whoa. So y'all, this is my best friend. This is my best friend. I love her. Y'all guys, this is my sister. So
Day Insight.
Thank you. Take the lead.
Y'all, I don't know. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I did it some years ago. And I didn't even it's funny to me. It's really hilarious. It's really funny. Cause I used to show people, I'm like, girl, look at this. And I didn't even take it serious. And I think I was just doing something at the time. But it's really funny. But I know some people that really got in good relationships off of dating sites. They've ended up getting married. Had a lot of coworkers that actually did it. But in my opinion, it's a joke. Maybe I don't know, but somebody told me that I should have did the pay part, but I ain't.
I told you that. That's what I was gonna say. I remember when she came.
I
think it was on the phone, and she came. She was like, "Girl, I'm on this site," and then I said, "What?" I said, "Why are you on there?" Oh my God! And then she said it was free. I'm like, "What?" And then so she was telling us some of the profiles. I was like, "These people are crazy."
Oh my gosh! But yeah. I think if I would have did the paid part, but I'm like, I'm not gonna pay. I'm gonna do it free. It was comical to me. It was funny.
It was entertainment. So I think
it was entertainment.
It was entertainment. I think you would have got a better selection. I think because people would have.
If I would have paid,
I think so. But on the other side, now during COVID, we were in the house board. So we came up, my son. They didn't have your sides, but I got you. Let me finish this, okay? Got you, baby. Got you. 1 minute. Anyways, y'all, my son, he like, Mom, what's going on? He got school tomorrow. We were in the house. We're stuck in the house board. So we're like, okay, what we gonna do, y'all? We came with this thing. I don't know where we seen it at, but we didn't even go through with it all the way, right? You remember we were supposed to go? It was like a dating thing. And
like the speed dating.
We were supposed to do a speed dating. We were supposed to go like on a dating site. We were supposed to do all this stuff. Remember?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So I'm like, we need to do a run back because we really didn't. And we couldn't go on no dates because we was in the house on COVID. So I don't know what we was thinking, but we was just bored trying to come up with stuff. So I think that it possibly can work. I do. But I do think that it has to be a reputable, I think, dating site. And by that I mean, because I don't know which one Jessica went on that time, but it was straight comical.
It was fun.
If you want entertainment, that's what you go. Like,
I would just get on there, especially when I was bored. I'm like.
So there are some, I think, again, that he probably do put whatever in. And I know I was reading a story or on TikTok, and this lady, she had met her husband on there. And she was saying how she had went in there and put all her information there, and she really like not branded, but like really put whatever in there. And her and her husband been together for a good length of time. And it's like, wow, give hope, And seemed like they got a good marriage, it seemed like. So I think they can work in that possibility.
Yeah, I know that they happily married, had kids together. So I know some people that did off the dating sites, they did find a good match. So
I think so. Yeah, new way of dating. So hey, it's what it is, and that's one way to eliminate and whatever. But again, if you do that, I think again that you should meet in a public location. Don't be telling them where you stay. Don't be giving them none of your personal information. They should know too much for you. Do all that first. Do your background. Do your research. Run information. Run. I mean, you're gonna have to run it because you don't know. You really, really don't know. I'm not saying you're gonna know them if you meet them in a bar or a club. We just gotta really be careful with who we're dealing with, who we are giving access to, and all that other stuff. Some people are very skeptical due to them seeing a lot of stuff where people are getting killed out here, and then the catfishing and stuff that goes on. I hear a lot about. Yeah. And that's a chance that you are going to take. But hey, I mean, it can work though.
It can work.
Yeah. So then Keela says, great live, ladies. Very informative. Thank you.
Thank you for your input too.
Yes. And we didn't get a touch bases on everything because I think we're going to run it back. I don't know what you want next week, just because I know we were supposed to
because we got a lot of other stuff that people send us that we ain't even touch on.
We have not touched, so we did not. So we're gonna run it next week too. Yeah, part 2. And then Mika said, "Enjoy you all. I'm gonna play my games. Love y'all."
All right,
love you too. And then she said, "Pika, I'm gonna coordinate it." See, Justin, you got your whole lineup, girl.
Get them in line, Mika.
Okay, sure, girl can put a whole. I'm telling you, waiting. And Akila said, "I'm in agreement."
Yes, Akila.
JC said, "Both of you in 3 years."
Yes,
We tried
JC.
both of us in 3 years or less. All right. Gotcha, JC. I declare and I decree 3 years. But I'm gonna get her married first. Her, yeah. And then Swartz says those dating sites are all that. Everyone should try it. He seems as though he's speaking from experience. So, everybody, Swartz is saying those dating sites are all that. Y'all should try it. So, hey.
But if you try, do the paid version. Don't do the free version. Do the paid version.
Do the paid was okay. Ooh, you might find Mr. Right, Miss Right. Mika, there you go. I know you was asking, girl. Go on a dating site. Ooh, I don't know. And then I guess you can cut them off and turn them on when you want to. So that might be a good thing, right? Yeah. So
yeah,
hey,
it can be.
So that's what people doing now. You know how you be, girl, we be seeing people and we be wondering like, dang, how's she getting them in that quick? What's she doing?
think a lot of people do use dating sites. So.
They gotta be what they doing. Cause we be like, dang, we know we don't go nowhere, we don't be doing whatever, but what is wrong with us? Why we, like, dang, that's problematic. Like, I don't know. But that's what it gotta be, the dating sites. That's our problem, Jessica.
What?
We
nah, I done had my share with I'll let you.
Our problem. What's our problem?
I think we just tired.
We tired. For sure. It's a love doesn't feel like
the
80s love song. I don't want it. These love songs these days ain't about them. 80s love song, girl, they're gonna put you in your feelings. They're gonna have you, girl.
Oh, especially that Mary J went back in the 80s, but
she was back in the 80s. Mary J was from my love, like heartbreak and stuff. But yeah, her too. Who was it? Was it no Tony? Who was it that was love songs?
I don't know, girl.
It probably was Mary J.
But she wasn't in the 80s though, because Mary was like high school days.
Brandy?
Yeah, high school days.
Brandy
was your girl, honey. I like Brandy's songs, but I like Monica.
I like Monica, baby. Monica, my girl. Now, Monica's a ride or die. Y'all saw somebody.
Yes.
That's a ride or die chick, man. Most girls can be like, Monica, man. I like her. I respect that girl.
Yeah.
She still ride by C Murder, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she be on stage giving her props to her man. She like, look, she finna do this for him. Free my man. That's my baby.
Exactly.
So Latrice says dating sites are not for me. I did the free and the pay and it was a joke.
So you did both. Okay.
She spoke. So now we know. So Latrice, why was the paid one a joke? Because that's good to know. So don't wish. Wow, it just ain't no hope.
Probably still the same type of people on the paid too.
You think so?
Yeah. Probably.
They're just gonna waste their money.
Huh?
They're just gonna waste their money.
They don't see it as wasting money though.
Waste. I mean, I guess not. I don't know. And they got what Christian mingle, black people meet, and
I ain't never do no Christian. Somebody said something about why you gotta pay for Christian mingle when it should be free.
Why? Because God wants to connect you or something.
Yes.
Girl, if God connected you, you want to be on Christian mingle,
right?
Where Christians meet. Willie said dating sites are great entertainment.
That they were very good. Yes. You know, you remember I told you about the guy that I had seen?
Which one?
Remember I told you about the guy I did meet that I would conversate with on the dating site or whatever. And I see him in the mall. Remember I told you it was like around the holidays and like he came and I seen him, but you know how you see somebody you don't want, you just try to ignore. But he really like came. Girl, it was like, it's been some years ago when I was on there.
But I don't remember. So what did he do when he came in the mall? I don't remember.
No, it was during the holidays. And I had seen him in the mall. I seen him, then he seen me, but he came over there where I was at. But I was trying to like ignore him.
Okay, I don't remember. I just remember the one about the girl. He was always having these issues.
Girl.
You away from
It was entertainment though.
It was entertainment, girl. Entertainment.
I ain't take none of that. Yeah,
no. When you bored, it's one thing when you bored, you're like, you know what, let me just log in. It's like,
right.
Girl, so we both bored. Speaking, girl, guess what? I'm like, what? Okay, girl, let's go get my cover. Let's see what's going on. We both going to be entertained. Okay,
yes.
Let's
entertained.
So JC said it's not genuine. You don't think the dating sites are genuine? Explain. I want to know. And Jessica said, Tamika says, Jessica, we know about someone telling us to pay, but let's not go there. Laugh out loud. But I found a good friend on that freaking site. In no way I'm like, Jessica, it's a joke. What?
She's saying that somebody told her, so it must have been you that was telling us to pay. And she said she found a good friend on that site. In no way. She said she like me, it's a joke, that the dating site's a joke.
But what I told her to pay?
She said we know about someone telling us to pay.
To
pay for the date. It's for the dating sites.
Oh, okay, Okay. I got you. I don't know. I don't remember ever telling me the name on no dating site.
Oh.
So it wasn't me.
Somebody else.
Yeah. JC said Facebook and the gram is the dating site. Oh my God.
Now they did have Facebook and I didn't know Instagram had one.
No, I think he's just saying in general it's the dating site. You ain't got to go on a dating site. He's just saying in general.
Okay. But I know Facebook do actually have a dating site. That's why, okay.
They do. They have
but yes,
site.
Facebook and Instagram is a dating site because people,
Yeah, getting that. Girl, I remember the first time I found out that Instagram, you send somebody a message and you can delete the message or disappear or something. Is that it?
Yeah, you can delete it.
And it disappeared. I said, people really be, oh my gosh, showing out. I said, oh my gosh, a lot of cheating finna go on around here, girl. Who you want to be sending messages, girl, deleting messages. I'm like, man, don't do this. Don't do this.
You can delete it.
Girl, and then pictures get sent. You like, ooh, woo. Yeah. Crazy stuff going on Facebook and IG, right?
Right.
Believe it or not, Facebook is a date site. See, she said same thing.
Yes.
What they say, getting in the DMs. But for real, think about it. It goes, she just said it goes down.
Yeah. But and the thing, and I posted that on our page. And if you see somebody scrolling, like it could be because sometimes I may wake up and get on Facebook or something like at 4:00 in the morning. That don't mean come in my inbox. What you doing up? I'm minding my business.
Thank you. Who told you can be up? Girl, I didn't be the annoying was. Are you serious? I'm not going to respond. But now you just being annoying. You being aggy.
Right.
No.
Right.
You ain't got nothing else to say. You trying to make small talk. No, minding my business though.
Right.
Like paying a bill. You want to pay it?
Okay. Exactly.
JC said, yep. And Mika said, nothing, our problem, girl. Mm-hmm. Okay. We'll talk about that off. I don't know what Mika's talking about. And then she said, well, to some at least. Okay. Crystal said that. And then Willie said, next week, let's hear y'all problems. Therapy session will be in progress.
Oh, Lord. We need a whole week.
I'm scratching my back on this one. So next week, you want to hear my problems and Jessica's problems, and then you're going to be the therapist.
So you want to hear the problems. Like, what problems? Like, let us know what problems.
Yeah, come with it. Because we want to know. He said he's going to be the therapy session. I like it, though. I like it.
Yes.
Because you know what?
So you want to, let us know what problems you want to hear.
Y'all blanket for that, for real. I'm going to take y'all real back. Y'all ain't even ready for that.
Girl, not ready at all. Sade was in the 90s. I ain't 80s. I don't really care for her too much.
You ain't care for her? She was good, girl. And SWV. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
Girl, those are my girls. SWV.
Yes, I love them.
And Whitney Houston.
Yeah, Whitney Houston was good, too.
Salt and Pepper, but that ain't like a love song, but I'm doing that too.
Nah, they was talking about Push It and
Shit, girl over there wrestling. We used to have a little what dance.
And what's that other song they was talking about? Like the side. Was it the side? Oh no, I'm thinking about Naughty by Nature. OPP. Never mind.
Oh, OPP. Yeah, you know me. Yeah.
All right. JC said, "You're not truly getting to know the real person that put up in their representative who they want you to think they are." Right.
That's
yeah, they
true.
can.
A representative, and then again, what for one, what is the person who put the representative up getting out of it? Because again, they're not being their authentic self.
Right.
They're not going to truly be satisfied. They can't be because they're not coming in their authentic form. And then the person who they're fooling, that's not, you don't do that. No, come clean. Come as who you are.
Right.
So, yep, good point, JC.
Okay, so we're going to read these last 2 comments, y'all. We went way over tonight, but it was great conversation.
And the energy was great. It was.
Yes.
Mika said, you were the one telling us, and Pika, you have been forgetting a lot, but I get it. She said, okay, Jessica, she said, you were the one telling us and Pika.
Me? Oh, about the dating sites. Okay. But I didn't say pay, though. Did I? No, I didn't say pay because I ain't paid.
Girl. I don't know. We're supposed to have a conversation. You know how we be talking, girl. Mm-hmm. And then Willie say, JC is right. Just hop in that DM. Oh, my bad. Hold on. Willie say, JC is right, girl. You know I'm tired. Just hop in that DM. No.
if you hop in a DM, hop in it the right way. Hop in it the right way. Don't hop in.
Just hop in the DM. What's the right way to hop in the DM, Jessica?
Don't that what you doing up. Don't do that. Don't
what you doing up. Blocked and not they will automatically get them blocked.
Yes. So I mean, start a conversation just like you would do if you having a phone. If you had their phone number, you know.
So is the right way to hop in the DM? Hey, good morning, beautiful.
Some people might like that. I don't know. Sure.
Do you like that?
What? Good morning.
The right way to hop in the DM.
I don't mind good morning text. I don't care. I don't mind that. But if it's
that's cliche. Don't hop in my DM talking about good morning, beautiful. That's so cliche now.
It's a lot of things. That's cliche. But yeah, I guess whatever. But for me, don't. Yeah.
And JC said, clarification, Willie. That's not what said, Willie. No DM. Willie, I think somebody else said the DM. Hold on, who said the DM? Let me go back real quick. Oh, he was saying, JC said Facebook and the gram is the dating site, and Crystal is the one that said, believe it or not, Facebook is a dating site, but for real, think about it, it goes down in the DM. And JC just said, yeah, it does go down in the DM. And then Willie came back and said, JC is right. Okay, got it. So there's a little misclarification, but the point is, it definitely goes down in the DM, right? It goes down everywhere. I don't care. Social media, it goes down. You can be in TikTok. It's going to go down everywhere. TikTok, Snapchat.
Yeah.
IG.
Because now you can just add
Twitter.
someone as a friend. You can add them as a friend. They just automatically just hop in your DM. They hop. They hop in.
Smile. What you smile? Like, yeah.
Right.
But, you know, and the thing about it, too, is everybody that you add as a friend, they ain't trying to holler at you. And some girls kill me with that. Girl, he added me. He trying to holler at me. Did he really trying to holler at me?
No.
Come on, y'all girls, some people overthink stuff. Like, come on. Sometimes people just really want to just, hey, you know, be cool or whatever. Or just, hey. So, it's like darn if you do, darn if you don't. But if you really trying to holler and you hopping in the DMs, come on now. Do it the right way. Mika, why y'all on this rabbit? Oh my God.
That's the new term now. They rabbit. I was like, girl, this rabbit trying to talk to me.
And if the girl said she like rabbits, girl, y'all can have the rabbits. It's a rabbit to me, girl. Jesus, I can't. Girl. Well, what the rabbit signifies?
They hopping around, hopping. They hopping in the DMs. They hopping to the next person's house. They just hopping. They just being rabbits. They don't know, wild rabbits. They don't know which way to go. They just hopping.
They just hopping. And you know when they hopping and they hopping in the bed, they really freaking hopping too. It ain't no rhythm and nothing else going on. They just going. What the hell, man? Shut
they
up.
Hopping, skipping, jumping, whatever.
Pumping and everything is. But if y'all like the rabbits, y'all.
Ain't nobody said we like the rabbits. We just calling them rabbits.
Somebody
said she like
the rabbits.
Huh?
Somebody said they like the rabbits.
I think she said she liked rabbit. Like when I said they're rabbits, when I initially said that, I thought that's what she meant, that she liked
Oh,
that
okay, she
term.
like rabbit. Okay, well, yeah. Okay. We like rabbits. Okay, and then he said, JC said, it's going down on both they choosing. And that's true, they are choosing strategically.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes it hard for people to want to date too, because it's like too much to worry about. Like, I got to worry about my man and this DM, that DM on what are you doing on social media?
Who you over there message? I know you ain't commenting that much. Like, what you over there?
Oh my God, and an over commenter? Come on now. That kills me. Girl, oh my God. Oh, I'm coming so they can comment back. Sit your butt down. Come on. Ain't that much damn smiley faces and thumbs up. Come on.
What you said ain't that mean?
It ain't. No. I mean, everything on every girl post, comment.
Right.
How does that make you feel as a female? What, that's what we run the next week. Yeah. Right. So Will, I don't know. Will ain't never come back and clarify because he said he want to know about whatever. So he ain't bring no clarification.
Oh, really? Yeah, you ain't never tell us what type of therapy sessions we was having. What problems we supposed to disclose.
So until you come back with that, I think what we should do too next week with that, because again, we are talking about dating relationships, right? But it's hard to date too, because again, now we got the social media and stuff. Like, how do y'all feel about dudes that got a whole whatever and all his friend list is females, and then every time we turn around, and our females, they're always liking the other gender pictures, smiley faces and hearts. The dudes always liking all these females' hearts and smiley faces. Mm-hmm. Females are always liking all these dudes' hearts, smiley faces. Is it a problem? Is it not? It may not be a problem. It may be cool. You know what I'm saying? And then turn around like they always messaging or always in somebody's inbox. Right. DMs. Is that a problem? Is it not a problem? I heard somebody say it ain't a problem. Is it? Is it really?
I think it's a mixed thing, but I think like with females, sometimes if we see our man liking too many of the same person photos or whatever, Instagram took that off. You know how you can go back and see who liked what photo.
Girl, ooh, that long list. Girl,
you can go look at your friend thing and see what photos they like, who they come. Instagram took that off. It must have caused
they took it off, girl, for real. They took it off.
Oh yeah, they been took that off a while back.
I didn't know that. Girl, it took you that girl months, so you can't see none of that stuff no more.
No.
That's crazy. Girl, I was getting people jacked up.
Right.
I'm sure, girl, going back on such and such, like this person's a photo, like what you doing liking this girl photo 50 times? You like this girl post, girl, I can see that, like really.
Exactly, yeah.
That's crazy. Mm-hmm. See, I don't even be on IG. Jessica does IG. I do like Facebook, but hey.
Yeah, I like IG. Facebook, my algorithm changing on Facebook, but I like IG. I think because I be on there more because of the business. And y'all, while I'm on here, fellas too, y'all can go check out Nali's Boutique and make sure y'all do some shopping. Yes.
Girl, got that clothing line going to buy y'all girls something. Mother's Day coming up.
Mother's Day is coming up.
Yeah, so and it can be for your mother, could be.
And
for
we
your
just
girl.
talked about that. Surprise them. Surprise.
That might be her love language.
Yes.
Yeah. And all girls like them cute little gifts and stuff, So yeah, that'd be real cute. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, surprise them with a gift. Get the kids for a day. Get them a massage.
Or they get them for the weekend bump today. The whole weekend.
We gotta take baby steps.
Look, I'm like, if y'all gonna do it right, get them for the whole weekend.
Look, if they ain't used to get them for the whole weekend, we start baby steps for the ones that ain't used to getting kids for the whole weekend. Start with small steps. She'll appreciate it. Trust me.
She'll appreciate it. Buy her some flowers though. Yeah. Don't just be like, whatever. No, buy some flowers. Don't just give her no money. Be like, here you go. You ain't put no thought in it. Put thought in something. Oh, and if you get her a gift, do not give her that gift in the bag from the store you bought it to. Pat peeve. Take time and wrap the gift. Put it in a gift bag. Sign the card. Come on now. Get some bonus points. Spray some perfume on the card or something. You know what I'm saying, babe? I'm thinking about you. I miss you today. Come on. Something. Y'all guys.
Wait. We talk about love language. Find out what they like.
Yeah. Thank you, Justin. My bad. Because they may not even want their gift. They may just want to spend time.
Right.
They
may want a picnic set up on the beach with candlelight. They got people that do that. They set up the beach, candlelight.
Your backyard.
Just you and her. Have a chef cater to y'all. That's nice.
And it makes you want a love note.
Yeah.
And it makes you want you to clean the house.
But get them kids.
Willie said, girl, we supposed to be Willie said therapy is an open session next week. We talking about everything. Bring your problems to the table.
Oh, okay. He
Okay,
want to talk
really,
about
you better be there. If
everything.
you're doing this, you better be there. And you better be
Right.
on time.
You better be there.
On time. Okay. So is this an open session just with me and Jessica? Or is it an open session with all y'all? We just want to make sure we got clarification. Okay. Oh, wait. I think he said relationships, work, church, gossip, friendships, love, etc.
Oh, all of that.
Come with it. Okay. JC said it's only a problem if you make it. But at the end of the day, you got to know what you got. Anyone checking that stuff really got an issue, lack of self-esteem. And you are so right. You are so right. Oh my God, you said that. And you gotta know what you got, because it's too much. If I gotta sit here and worry about what my man doing, come on now.
Right. That's the whole problem.
It's too much. Like, no, if I can't trust you, I don't need to be with you. Come on.
Right.
And then that's really what it got to do with.
And that's the thing, too, with trust. If you had an issue like with trust in your past relationship and you think that you healed from it, you can't carry that over into another relationship, because that's not fair to that person. So that's the whole thing with trust. So the trust may not even be with that individual per se, but it may just be something that person experienced from before, that they had an issue with that person and they brought it over to that.
Yes.
So you have to be mindful that you have like healed and let that go to give the other person a fair chance.
And that's the worst thing you can do. That is so true. Right? Okay. And then
Willie said,
oh,
many surprises coming Mother's Day. Say, okay.
He's stepping up. All right, see, Willie, you want to have all them girls after you, because you see, man, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all take note. But Willie,
right.
He feel like he's taking, so y'all don't be taking note, trying to get in his box.
Right.
Off limits. Don't do that now, girls. Trying to catch no case.
No, not a case. Two. Not a case.
Yeah, he's taking two. Y'all know we on here. We trying to help each other. We trying to heal each other. We trying to do all that. So we ain't doing none of that. So anyways, Jace, and who we at? Dre Reed, my cousin. Hey, he said the weekend. Laugh out loud.
The weekend. That's funny. You can't get the kids for the whole weekend. Is that what you're talking about? Okay. See what I'm talking about? Oh, they won't deal with the kids for the whole weekend.
He like the weekend. What weekend? He here for 2 hours.
The whole weekend.
The whole weekend.
Yes.
That means, and I mean really, because it ain't even the whole weekend. I mean, it depends on Friday. Like let her take off on Friday, so you would have them Friday. You would have them Saturday.
But Mother's Day
is Sunday. But Mother's Day is Sunday though.
Right.
But she'll come back Sunday, and y'all can do a family thing Sunday. Now that'd be nice.
Nah,
No.
Get the kids Saturday. Take them to school till Monday. Take them to school Monday morning.
That'd be good. Now that. Oh my God. That. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. The kids will go to school. Oh my God.
Yeah. Let her enjoy the whole day Sunday.
That's good. Saturday pedicure.
Yeah.
Massage.
So I guess I need to get me a bottle of wine for the therapy session next week.
Wow. Or 3. Willie said we all need therapy. We like each other. Yeah. And that's what we all do. We do. And we are our village. Because adults, we need therapy too. We need a village as well. And that is so true. So you're right. Yeah. We do. We bring it.
Yeah.
We do. You know what? So when we do that or whatever, we probably can all get on here, like show our face. That might be a good idea. I mean, just gonna have to try to put something together for that. Yeah. Versus the type when we get on and talk. That might be something good.
Right.
Yeah. And Tanika said, I will be tuned in next week, ladies. Thank you so much. Thank you. And normally we don't go this late, but hey.
No, we don't. We just been talking. Get some liquor, Lord. You want me out of the conversation. You really want me I'm going to really give y'all a therapy session. You want me to go lay on the couch so I can really give y'all, you want me to really give a therapy session.
Girl, the real, okay? Oh,
right.
My God. Yeah, okay. But we're going to be healed. We're going to be healed. That's what it's about, healing. Yep. Oh, I love it. So, y'all, we have now been in 2 hours and almost 14 minutes. And I must say, I love y'all, but I know my babies, I don't know what my son came down talking about. but I know we gotta go. We love y'all though.
Yeah. Love y'all. Y'all have a good night. And thank y'all so much. It was awesome.
It was awesome. Yes. Thank you all. And we look forward to next week. Seeing y'all here, same time, same place, 7:30 Tuesday, Central Standard Time. And it was good. Thank you all.
Yes, it was. Thank y'all. Good night.
Good night. Bye.
Bye.